You're not playing the music.
It's a beautiful day in the Gamerhood, a beautiful day for my gamers. Won't you be one? Could you be one? Sarah got plunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding great robbers. Would you be one? Could you be one? If the 80% mortality rate works for you, for a few bucks a month you can sign up and have the Hobbs kill you. So let's make the most of another Sunday. Brew up some coffee and play it my way. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my gamers? Won't you please, please won't you be my gamers?
All right. Good morning, Gamerhood. I am Jason Hobbs, and I welcome you this morning to this wonderful place that we call the Gamerhood. Me and my boys get together, and we play a little bit of low fantasy gaming. We used to play something else, but it was TPK City, and it was a sad time for the GRGA. But now everything is beautiful, including you. All right, that's all the crazy shit I wanted to say this morning. Let's go to the group chat, peoples. Hey, why don't you guys introduce yourselves and your character? Maybe, talk about whatever you want. Sean.
I'm playing Hobbs, a second level ranger, and I have a wolf companion by the name of Mukai. We range across the wilderness to rid it of baddies if we need to. And then I'm a member of Gaming and BS, a tabletop RPG podcast that streams here at 8 p.m. Central Time on Monday nights. My co-host, Brett, if you want to check us out.
Not here on the Gamerhood, but on their channel.
On our channel.
_and_BS.
That's correct.
I got you, brother.
But you never know. Maybe we'll stream on Hobbs' channel. You never know.
Well, I think I host it, so it streams here too, right?
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
Aaron.
Good morning.
Hey,
I'm Aaron.
hey.
I'm playing.
What?
Oh.
Hawk?
Sorry, I got to interrupt. Why is the Hobbs song blaring in my headphones?
Oh, is it still going for you? Turn your
Is
Roll
anybody
20 off.
Is anybody else hearing that?
No.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
Turn your Roll 20 off.
I'll be right back.
Turn the roll 20 off.
Yeah, go into the cog up in the upper
Well,
right.
okay, it stopped.
Oh. I ran it on Roll 20 this time so you guys could actually hear it. Hawk's like, I can't hear anything. What's happening?
Well, I never.
Note to self, never have Hawk on a live stream on one of my shows.
He's great. What are you talking about? This is
What the hell,
comedy
man?
gold.
Well, have him on after the intro and everything.
Aaron,
Right.
wait,
Show starts at 8 o'clock. Have him join you at 8:15.
That's right. Let's just have Hawk introduce himself and his character first, and then we'll go to Aaron.
Okay,
Hawk,
so
go ahead,
first off, yeah, I'd like to say I purposely turned on Twitch and turned the sound on so I could tell when you were playing the music. And when the music died, I'm like, okay, I'll turn the sound off. And then I came back, and then like a couple seconds ago, the song started blaring again through my headphones. So I don't think it was me, buddy. All right. I am the barbarian Nadiri. This is probably the greatest character I've ever had, except for Blore, who is truly the greatest.
Nice.
Say it, Sean. Say it, Sean. Say it.
You're getting too attached, Talk.
He can tell you what a blore was like that day, I tell you.
Oh, God.
Damn right.
I'm so glad your name is different, and now if we could just get rid of that. Fall back. All right, Aaron, go for it, brother.
All right. So I'm Aaron, and I am playing Anaria the Sorceress, now the level 2 Sorceress. So.
Doesn't that sound wonderful, everyone? All right, so do you want to have the recap, or do you guys want to level up your characters first?
Let's level up first and then recap.
Yeah, because I feel like the recap really gets us prepared and into the
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it sounds like Nadiri and Anara are both second level. So
That is
you
correct.
can just mark yourself as second level, and then anything that hasn't been picked up during the session advancement, you just get the rest.
I did it.
You already done?
Yeah.
Did you roll your hit points? Did you roll them last time?
I got that as one of my session advances before I got here. The only
Oh.
things that I had not achieved yet were the extra reroll for level advancement, the attack bonus for level advancement, and then there was something. Oh, Sixth Sense. So I now have advantage when making checks to resist ambush or surprise.
This is exciting, you guys.
It is.
Now I can't wait to see what awesome stuff I can throw at you and see what happens.
You know, I was thinking about that this week. I'm like, I'm not really going to tell Hobbs what it is that I've got, because otherwise he'll be like, oh, that means I can have 7 humanoid monsters instead of just 3.
Slowly increases numbers of encounter. All right. So what, what about Anaria? What do we need to do for her?
Well, she gets two additional spells, and it looks like 2 level 1 spells. So I went through and added those in. And I guess I don't know about the reroll pool. So she right now has 1 reroll as a max. Does she get a second?
Yep.
I didn't look
2.
that up. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, 1 per level, right?
That is correct.
All right.
Okay. And then so I have kind of two questions. When you level up, do you recover hit points and or rerolls, or no? In terms of how we're doing this,
I think it depends. You know, you could run it however you wanted to. I would probably not have them recover since we're in the middle of the adventure, but I'm still letting you level up.
Okay.
So your max would go up. You know, say you had 12 hit points and then you got 6 more, but you were down to 10, so you would just be down 2 still, right?
Okay. Yeah, and I'd gotten my hit points before, you know, with the way that we're advancing at the end of each game.
Oh, and then so my other like in video games, your hit points go up when you go to second level, or they go back to max. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
What's your second question, sir?
Attuned mind. So what it says in the manual is at second level you get attuned mind. It's page 34 of the manual. It says every magic user develops a strong sense of arcana and resistance to attacks on her mental state, including charm, fear, madness, and so on. Practitioners have advantage when resisting mind-related attacks and when sensing magic. But I don't see anything that tells me, is this a skill? Do I put it under skills? Is this something I need to enter on my sheet?
Yeah, you just insert on your sheet, like near your class abilities, like the same place that you have where it says spell casting, and then you put a bunch of you put the spells on a different area, but there's a spell casting thing that says the number of spells that you can cast per day or whatever. Does that make sense? Does that help? Do you know and do you understand what attuned mind does? Because I don't know if all you guys know this or not, but in low fantasy gaming, anyone can try and sense magic.
Oh.
It just takes like 10 minutes. It's just kind of like sitting there and trying to attune to, like, maybe to find out if there is because magic stems from the veil, beyond the veil. So if the veil is light, then it's possible that you could have things that you recognize as, magic. So I don't know where in the hell that is in here, but here we go. Sensing magic 83.
Oh,
I actually thought barbarians were better at it, to be honest.
Are they? I don't remember reading anything about that.
So there must not be. Maybe it's a higher level thing. I don't know. So on page 83, Sensing Magic. Any character may spend a few minutes attempting to sense magic in a 30-foot radius by making an int or perception check. If successful, the character senses there is magic either present or absent, perhaps as a tingling through their spine, a barely perceivable hum in the air, or some other fleeting quality that vanishes after only a moment. The sign is different for everyone, and most commoners are unaware of their own cues. If the character does not have the arcane lore skill, the check is made at disadvantage. Illusion magic cannot be detected this way. Part of its power includes fooling rudimentary detection methods of this kind. Illusions are explained further below. Thank you, Steve. All right. Anybody got any questions about that? Aaron, did we answer all your questions?
Well, I'm just trying to, I guess so I just don't know if that doesn't, it obviously doesn't change because it doesn't say that it doesn't change or modify any of my skills or anything like that. So
it does change that though. So like you could sense magic normally, you wouldn't have been at disadvantage like other character classes are because you have arcane lore, right?
Correct.
So that means when you're sensing magic, it would have just been a straight perk check. Whereas for the other two, if they didn't have arcane lore, it would be at disadvantage. But now you actually roll at advantage to sense magic.
Yeah, so I would put that under skills, and then you can actually turn the advantage on. So you can just type in, add a skill, call it sense magic, and then turn the advantage on, and that way it automatically checks it.
You don't have to. I wouldn't do it that way because you're still rolling a perception check. So it's just a perception check, right?
Oh, gotcha.
You just fill it in under abilities. Let's jet over to the tabletop, and we can have a look here at the character sheet. Well, I wonder if I can see that on this side.
See, it doesn't have abilities. That's kind of a weird thing about this is it doesn't have like an abilities list. The character sheet I'm talking about.
Let's look at Anaria's sheet, people. All right, features. Put it under features.
Yeah, that's where I put mine.
So...
Oh, now you're exposing Anaria's stuff to the whole web? Jeez Louise. Ever heard of privacy?
I'm feeling pretty...
I think you guys signed that when you agreed to play in the game.
I didn't sign anything.
Oh, but you did.
Oh, I don't think I did.
You're just your regular being here makes it that way it is. That's it. Hawk's Landing. Ooh, we got some dead people in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're all my characters.
No. You only have 2 in there.
I have 3. Tor, my crew. Oh, no. You're right. Only 2.
Okay. And so I put that in there. While I'm in here, I'm just looking at something and I realized under my skills, the attribute, it says the attribute, advantage, and then modifier. Should that modifier be the modifier that goes with the...
No, it should be the...
Okay. So
I think like if I tell you that there's a modifier that time for whatever reason, then you would have the modifier. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't use the modifier because you're using the actual statistic, the number.
Yep, got it.
So you've been cheating all this time when you made your other rolls?
No, I was just looking at it now. I was just about to cheat, but apparently you've bollocked that up for me.
Stuff. Oh shit! I forgot that she was with us. I was going to make a sheet for her. That should have been in my notes.
What? Oh,
our Thule lady.
That's correct. So let's head back to the group chat so we can. Aaron, are you guys ready? Are we done? Oh wait, we got to advance. Hobbs, right? Sean, are you muted?
Sean is muted. There
I did mute myself. So you get 3rd level, you get a choice. Well, I guess it depends on what you're running, Hobbs, if you allow it. You get the
unique feature.
Yeah. So there's one on page 15 and then one on page 43. So on page 15, it's one of those you come up with.
Mm-hmm.
And then 43 is picking from some of those. So 15 is you can come up with something unique from other games and bring it in and you discuss it with, like, I don't know if it's a feat type thing or you just get an ability point bump.
Oh, does it say ability point bump?
Yeah, it says you talk it over with your dude.
I'm looking. Yeah, unique features. I mean, I think that you were almost limited by only asking for an ability bump, to be honest.
Well, but then you go to page 43 and there's some other stuff in there. So you almost...
I mean, I have a bunch of unique features also that were included in the Companion, which is another LFG book. The companion.
So which one do I get to pick for one or the other, right?
Only if you roll that. Remember, we roll to see what your advancement is. Remember?
Okay. Sure.
So,
What do you want me to roll?
So we roll on this table
yeah.
on page 110 because it's random to see what you get as you go. So roll a D8.
D8?
Uno.
What in the hell? Oh, I see. A 1. All right, so you actually get next level's luck increase.
Is there a luck increase?
Yeah,
this
because
level?
it's half your level. So that's when you'd actually get one. Because you now are moving
right.
up.
Because you round up, right?
Yeah, your maximum luck goes up 1. And if you're down any luck, you can take that up 1 as well.
Okay, so they both go up. I am down 1, but
yeah, so you'd still be down 1, but your max would be higher, your ceiling.
Gotcha. Okay.
Cool, right?
Yeah, cool, man.
Still a good one. Not necessarily what you were hoping for, but still a good one.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Did you have? Hey, Sean, did you have a unique ability like in your mind, like you wanted to use? Oh, I thought maybe you had one. You were like, "Oh, baby, I'm gonna add this flying."
Everyone gets a unique feature at 3rd level, so this is something that Hawk and Aaron, you should be thinking about as well. And did you increase your attack bonus, Hawk? Because you get, I think you get.
I did. Okay. I did. Nice. I just thought maybe Sean had the reason he brought it up. I thought maybe he had one that he had thought about, and he was.
Well, it's just so
really cool, and he was going to add it.
It's just so ambiguous because there's nothing listed, so it's kind of like, does Hobbs allow you to come up with something, or you just do the ability mode?
I do whatever.
Yeah.
I've only had a couple people get it that far in the Midlands. The other game that I run that's low fantasy gaming.
Because you always shut it down and switch game formats before you get to 3rd level.
That's session 20 or something. This is session number 7, so this game has been going on a while. So, and we had 15 sessions of Days of Lyncium. So for the GRGA, we got 22 sessions in, guys, in 2020. It's pretty good. Because we didn't start, it's not like we started in January, so.
That is correct.
There is something that I wanted to ask you guys, though. If you did want to try to play a different game, no, I was kidding.
Jackass.
One of my thoughts was the Lowlife 2090. I have the PDF for that. And it's like a Shadowrun, so it's like a cyberpunk kind of fantasy game. It's like it takes the Midlands and pushes it into the near future. So it has different races and such, just like it has Scorn and whatever, but it's more of a cyberpunk setting. Do you know what Shadowrun even is, Hawk? I don't even know if you do.
Not really.
Aaron, do you?
I've heard you guys talk about it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like Johnny Mnemonic or that sort of thing where there's hacking or like you're only a fantasy guy, aren't you, Hawk? You don't like anything.
I am. I don't know. I do like other genres. I just like, I don't know, cyberpunk spaceships. That doesn't really appeal to me.
So it wouldn't be spaceships. It's like in a dystopian future of strong mega corporations, and the people themselves are shadow runners or lowlifes in this game, where you're kind of in the streets and you've gotten rid of your ID, so the man doesn't know who you are, and then you're like doing jobs for people, like kind of mercenaries on the higher, but in big guns, cybernetics, that sort of thing.
That doesn't really appeal to me.
All right, nice. That's awesome. Good to know.
It is awesome.
It is. All right, so here we are back at the group chat, and we're just waiting on Aaron.
What are you waiting on me to do?
Recap session 6.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait. Before we get started, though, we were taking a short rest, and we hadn't done our short rest improvements. Do we want to do that now before we do the recap?
No, I think that's part. We can add that into the game. That's fine.
All right. Very good.
All right, so we're ready?
Wait. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Aaron.
How about now? Now?
Yes.
Now?
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
We can hear you now.
Session 6. So this was last week. Having decided to take up tasks for pay given them by Artuvo of the Mongers Coalition, the party heads out to clear the Red Jaws to make safe the pass to Sunken Tower, with plans to move on from there to the ruined Scorn compound and explore what lies beneath. In preparation for this, the members search their resources in WIllem's Rest to learn more about the Red Jaws. Anaria finds a tome on the beasts of the forest and learns that they are fierce and large but simple animals. The party puts together a plan and strikes out. The plan is to remain at a safe distance and rely upon missile attack. When we travel back along the road to the Sunken Tower, we find the Red Jaws once again, the juveniles frolicking alongside the hot springs while the adult, all 8 foot of her, lays sunning herself. It's a perfect opportunity to take them out quickly and efficiently from dozens of yards away. Ladies and gentlemen, we learn once again the truth to the old adage that what makes a game master laugh is when players plan. Okay, it's not just that. He laughs at us at other times too, and sometimes just rolls his eyes or shakes his head. But I digress. 3 missiles fly, 2 miss, and 1 strikes a glancing blow, just enough to enrage the big mother. And then, well, who would have thought that a creature that is essentially a giant mouth on 2 legs could cover distance so quickly? She is on top of the group before we can fire again, with the offspring following her lead. It looked dire, and Mukai nearly became a Red Jaw snack, but a couple of spells and some well-placed blows by Nadiri's battle axe, supplemented by his trademark barbarian rage, and the beasts were finished. Mukai injured and Anaria's spells spent, the party decided to forego an immediate trip to the Scorn compound and instead returned to WIllem's Rest for some recuperation. While there, we decided to hang out at the Axe, the village's watering hole, and gather what information we can about the ruined compound and what might lie beneath. The barkeep's tongue, loosened by a bit of drink, reveals that the compound is called Korag Keep, named after Lord Korag, who fell under the influence of a sorcerer known as the Stargazer. It was the Stargazer who leveled the keep using magic to do so. What lies beneath may well reveal his secrets. Loins girded with knowledge, the party heads out for the keep. As they travel the path, they come across a woman hanging from a tree, her foot in a snare. Nadiri recognizes her as a Thule, and they decide to cut her down. When they do, the wooden chimes attached to the snare rattle, and 2 ogres burst from the woods, angrily shouting at the party to let go of their prey. The group fights long enough to get in position to bravely run away, but they are divided in the process. Good fortune allows them to find each other shortly afterward at the outskirts of Korag Keep. And there we end the session. Hobbs is injured in his encounter with the ogress, but he and everyone, everyone, has survived. The group remains, Hobbs the ranger and Mukai as wolf companion, Nadiri the barbarian, Anaria the sorceress, and we are joined by the formerly ensnared Thule woman, though her role remains as yet unknown.
All right. Well done. So we take it up. As he mentioned, you guys are near the rise of the once larger walls, or some kind of hillock buttress there that there's a hill. You can see it along here, and then these are the walls to the building. Seems familiar. This is the place. Hobbs returns to the place where his companions fell. How's he feel about that, Sean?
There's a sense of eerie somber that falls over Hobbs. He looks out at the horizon, squinty-eyed, takes a deep breath, and moves forward.
So we finished the short rest. Is that what that's over?
No, we didn't do the short rest.
Right. I'm just saying in Hobbs's thing, because you're red still, because that means you're wounded. Is that why?
Correct.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Staggered? Is Hobbs staggered? Oh, Nadiri is as well. No, he's just wounded. Is Anaria wounded?
Yeah, I'm pretty low. I think I have 4 hit points left, literally.
Yeah. So let's do this. We should probably get to the tabletop. Let's do this short rest stuff.
Now, wait a minute. I have to question Sean during the recap by Aaron. There was one spot where you looked like you were getting offended by the recap. I'm just
Mukai. Hammering on Mukai as a snack. Come on, what's up with that?
Well, he was almost a snack.
Oh man.
They're on top of him. They were in a feeding frenzy on him.
All right. I was just curious what.
Let's give him the bad.
All right, short rest it is.
Anaria, what are you doing for your short rest, eh?
All right, so I need to do whatever I need to do to recover a spell slot, and I think I used one spell, and I've got some hit points to try and recover. I'm down to 12 from 15, so that's 2, right? 2. I can't remember what they're called.
Checks.
2 checks.
So in the short rest, this is an opportunity for the people. It's usually supposed to only be after a significant combat. So, I mean, for you guys to come here and then do a short rest is like jacked up. So,
well, we were running.
All right.
We had a combat such as it was with ogres. It just didn't go well.
Yeah, I mean,
hey,
it was just
it's not my
place the short rest wherever it is. We stopped running, but we were running from ogres.
Fine and dandy.
Jiminy Christmas.
So what we're doing here is we're deciding how many checks you want to take, and these are going to be will checks, and you have a few options. You can get 1 slot of a character ability, half of your hit points, regain, reroll pool. Is that right?
Sounds right.
So if you fail the check, then obviously you don't get to do that, and you can only do half of your hit points once per short rest, and you only get 3 basically short rests of meaning. You can choose 1 check, 2 check, or 3 checks, and then you can add your con modifier to any of those. Make sense? Anara?
Yep.
Anaria, how many are you going to do? You guys just like type in the chat how many you're going to do, and then make your rolls, and then you can just decide what you're doing. I mean, I don't have to be involved in all that.
You don't.
Nope. It's already set up. You can talk while you're doing it if you want.
Talking and typing at the same time.
Yes, it's recover 1 reroll pool die, recover 1 use of an expended class ability, recover half of any lost hit points. Magic users may not recover an extended spell use from the same spell level more than once within 24 hours.
Well, it's first time in this day, so. All right, so
that's from the same spell. So you can do more. Like if you cast like 4 spells and then you take a short rest, you could try and do all 3 checks of recovering spells, but they couldn't be the same spell multiple times. Like if the next, and like, 3 hours later in the same 24-hour period, you wouldn't be able to do the same spell again, right? So you can do Thunderous Invocation 1 time, and then after that, you aren't going to be able to know that again, regardless of the number of short rest checks that you make. Make sense?
I don't know. The manual sort of suggests that you can cast the same spell repeatedly.
Oh, so yeah, read the manual, the tome. You crack me up every time you say manual.
What would you prefer I call it?
No, I like it. It just cracks me up every time. I lost at 81. So let me see here. Magic users may not recover. Oh, so you can only recover once per spell level. That makes more sense. Because, yeah, you can cast it repeatedly. You're correct. So you only cast first level spells, so you basically only be able to get 1 spell slot back per short rest. No, right, per 24 hours. So
in this short rest, because this is the only one we're taking today so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
go ahead and make your rolls.
It's con for hit points, and would it just be recovery? Roll for?
It's a willpower. It's always willpower.
Oh, for all of them? All right.
Yeah.
That's for the spell slot.
So you can just make the checks, and then you can decide where they go. You don't have to pinpoint them.
Good enough.
All you guys can make your rolls.
So I just wanted to clarify. So I said 5 checks because I'm going to do 3 plus you get your con bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I get 5. Is that correct? Am I understanding that correctly?
You can put those cons you don't get them in all of them. You just have 2 extra checks in that period between long rests.
I gotcha. Then I want to change that to 4 checks.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make your 4 rolls.
I got to note that down.
Hobbs. Or did you already do it, Sean?
No.
So I'm doing 4 checks. 4 checks. I'm doing 4 checks. It is exciting.
Terrible failure. Wow.
Jesus.
Wow. Hawk.
Oh, man. Well, this doesn't surprise me that much because I actually have a pretty terrible will.
I changed my mind. We'll hold off until 9, like we were doing before, an hour.
Damn right.
What's your will,
ladder, you
Hawk?
wiener. 8.
Mine's 8. I got a great success.
Yeah, bite me.
I like
Chomp,
it.
chomp.
Willpower, dump stat.
It wasn't a dump stat. It's just, like you stick that 15 in somewhere and it just pushed the 8 down to will. So the only way to avoid that was to put the 15 on will, which means I become a cultist again, and you would have been crying because I picked a cultist for the 3rd time in a row.
I don't care if that's what you want to do.
You cry.
No,
you cry every time I pick a character. You're like,
no, it's the name you choose usually.
Well, and there are so many opportunities to cry.
He didn't like Lucky Ned Pepper.
For a barbarian Thule. No, it sounded a little strange.
You're such a baby. So it's half hit points. So my success is going to go on the hit points. So half hit points plus con, correct?
Correct.
All right. So if I have 7 missing, then it's 3.5. Do I round up?
Sure.
What a great guy you are, Hobbs.
Don't forget it.
I won't.
He won't let you.
Probably true.
Okay, so I'm back up to 25. So that's not bad. All right, let's adventure.
Everybody's done?
I'm good.
I believe so.
Sean, you're done?
Yeah, took my hit points, I guess.
Okay, so
Now I'm not on the verge of dying.
how is Mukai?
How is Mukai?
He's fine,
He's
right?
very
Didn't he
good.
stay out of the
I
fight?
think he was pretty good.
Okay. Learned your lesson.
Well, I have him. Maybe he's down to 5 because I have 10 hit points and then I have 5 in parentheses. Maybe he took 5 damage.
That sounds right.
Well, wasn't that before? Wouldn't that have been restored when we did our long rest at?
Well, it might have happened during the fight with the ogres.
I don't remember him being in the. It seemed like Sean kept him out of the fray.
Right. I don't think he was in the fight with the ogres. I don't think he ever got
One
into
ran
it.
up to the side, but you may be correct. But hey, I can only go by what's on your sheet, Sean. So you're the one who
Okay.
can decide what he's like.
I will take that off and magically have him at 10 hit points on my sheet.
Hey, if you need to be a cheater, you need to be a cheater. That's what I say.
I don't.
Just be consistent with it.
That's right. It's like playing with Wild E back in the day, Aaron. Do you remember that or no? He was a notorious cheater, role-playing game cheater.
Was he? How do you cheat at role-playing games?
Well, you be at the other end of the table and roll your
damage.
20, and then you pick it up and look at it like you can't see it on the table.
Oh,
It was 17.
Yes, it was.
Anyway, now what, fellers?
Anywho.
Any hooski. Damn.
All right, Hobbs. Do you remember where you brought us to this, right? You told us about a trap door. Let's go see if we can see what the skinny is on that.
Should we look to see if we can see anything before we just kind of walk in there?
Well, that seems like a plan. Maybe do a
Does your,
quick scan. Maybe do a quick scout around the whole fortress.
Your fellow Thule there, does she know anything about this place that we might find helpful?
Yeah, did I ever ask her what her name was? Did we do any of the formalities?
Maybe we should do some introductions here.
So you guys are all looking at each other.
I'm sorry, milady.
After you get to your location and finally stop running. I thought I fixed this. So you learn that her name is...
Oh, there we are.
Eferti.
A 30?
Eferti.
Eferti.
Ifirti. Huh? All right.
All right, 8:53. We're taking our first break.
All right, break time.
Gotta wait for everybody to take their seats.
Break is break.
Is anybody in the chat room on Twitch?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I never feel like I understand how Twitch works.
There's a icon that says users in chat. I don't think there's anybody in there.
And so that lists everybody that's everybody that's logged in. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just you and me.
Yeah.
It's a terrible Sunday for us. Usually there's like 3 or 4 people logged in. Oh, man.
All right. We're still missing Hawk, I see. Any crazy
Late
music?
start.
Huh?
Late start. Late start to the break.
Early start to the break.
Hawk, late start to the break. Never mind.
Sorry, man. Sorry. So I think it muted that out. I don't know. The video's up now, by the way, the one we were talking about, Sean.
The what's up?
Remember the orchestra music? It's like, I couldn't put one of my videos up on YouTube because of the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a thing that I could just mute the music out. I haven't listened to it to hear if your voice is still there or what, but
Oh.
so.
I remember. I can't remember what it was exactly that I played that was so terrible, but
It was just like some classical music.
which is weird with classical because it's public domain. But I don't know.
Yeah.
That one may not have been. It might have been
Except
modern classical music, right? It didn't have to be.
Or maybe the recording was copyrighted. I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Our copyright laws are dicked up.
All right. Anyway, so let's see. So you guys are here. You know, you guys are all like checking your wounds, and she's doing the same. What does Nadiri talk to her about? What do you say?
Well, I'd like to, you kind of left us in the lurch back there after we saved you. Why would you come back now? What's your story, woman?
Well, she was there. She ran off with someone. I can't remember who.
I'm pretty sure she ran off by herself. Like, she took off right away. Didn't she?
I don't think so.
Like, as soon as she got down, she never fought the... Am I remembering this wrong?
No, I think you're remembering it right. Now, I think she did kind of wait at a distance and caught up. You caught up with her there, Nadiri.
Yeah, she never took part in the fight, which isn't very Thulian, if you ask me. If Fritty.
So
However
the
you
chances for her
say
sticking
that.
around are going to be even less. So what do you? She.
Well, thanks for teasing us, man.
Well, I mean, when you come after somebody, and the first thing when you're talking is now usually.
Well, you don't think that's a normal thing to ask? Like, why'd you abandon us, but then come back?
Well, she did want to thank you for saving her, first of all. But I mean,
She did also tell us to run.
Yeah,
She did. I believe we also told that to Aniri, and she decided to throw a spell.
Yeah, she was just caught up in the moment.
So I guess I'm not that angry at Fritty. We just didn't, or Ifirti, we just didn't follow her directions. We can all be forgiven for that, right?
All right. So, she says that this is a place where Scorn had been known to inhabit. You can see there's like some crows up on the edges up there. Looks like they're like, cawing, and birds of prey, and there's not much smell probably because it's been a few weeks since the big battle with Hobbs and his companions here. She doesn't know much about this area, but she did want to. She ran so she could thank you guys for saving her.
Well, come join us then. I'm having a hard time pronouncing her name.
Ifirti. Say Ifirti.
Ifirti. That seems like a strange name. Well, come join us, Ifirti. Nadiri's very simple. If IF is Ifirti. Come join us, Ifirti. We're on the way to glory and fame. And 2 Thuls is always better than 1 Thul, as these non-Thuls clearly understand.
So
am I right, non-Thuls?
Why don't you roll a persuasion?
What would that be? Charisma?
Yeah, if you don't have persuasion, it's charisma.
All right, here comes the charisma. I'm pouring on the charm. Kaboom!
Ooh,
a great success.
Woohoo! All right, so
he's digging Nadiri.
Whatever reason, Ifirti agrees.
For whatever reason, because clearly this seems like a bad idea.
I'm going to make it all players, but most likely that would be your hench person for now.
All right.
Hawk, as you
All
convinced her to, she does seem curious about what may, when you talk about some steps leading into the depths. It's not something she's totally into, but for whatever reason, today she is.
All right.
So, Hobbs, are you still under half hit points?
No, I took a hit point bump. Up. I took half up.
You're completely full?
No.
Okay.
I
Still
didn't
wounded,
get all the
though,
way
right?
to max.
All right. Anari, are you wounded?
I've got myself down at 12 of 15.
Okay.
So I must have taken a shot somewhere, yeah.
Nice. A shot in the heart, and you are to blame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She gives a little bad name.
All right, good. So I think your plan was to scout around. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Yeah,
do some scouting.
quick scout just to see if there's anything living still lurking about.
Yeah, so occasionally you can see like some small scavengers and like a large vulture wings off as you approach it. But other than that, no denizens seem to be inhabiting the locale.
Well, all right, boys and girls, let's and Mukai, let's go investigate.
So go ahead and move your tokens wherever you'd like to go. Maybe we should give some statistics.
Are you gonna let me move if Ferdy?
You should be able to.
I cannot. I just tried.
Son of a biscuit. I almost forgot to save settings.
Such language.
Now try.
Okay, I got it.
All right, so let me give you some statistics for her.
All right, hold on. I gotta put these down somewhere. Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna put this under melee weapons. I'm gonna add her as a melee weapon.
Nice.
Okay.
So she's now a hench person.
For now.
For now.
Don't want to be gender normative.
That is correct.
Well done. All right.
I'm looking up, trying to get some statistics for you here.
I have Bon Jovi running through my head now.
Good.
God.
Living on a prayer. Ooh,
I would rage quit
singing.
if I were you.
What was that?
I would rage quit if I were you.
I liked
What?
Bon Jovi before Bon Jovi was cool.
Oh, sure you did.
Right.
Actually, I did. I had the album on
7,800 degrees
with,
Fahrenheit.
with Runaway on it. I can't remember. Is it just
That's even
self-titled?
It's even before. Yeah, it is self-titled.
Yeah. So apparently
It's
you guys
a
are all big Bon Jovi fans.
I am not. I did not recognize the name of that album.
No, 7,800 degrees Fahrenheit with Runaway, yeah.
No. They're not on the same.
No. Well, you said the name of the album. That's what Hawk was referring to, I'm assuming. So that's why I was.
Yes. Yes.
Runaway
I
is
did
on the
not
self-titled
Oh,
debut
it is?
album
That's
of
right.
Bon Jovi. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the one I was familiar with.
7,800 degrees propelled them into stardom.
Oh, that was the one that propelled him into stardom.
On the next,
think I
Behind the
think I-
Music.
Let's talk more about 70s and 80s music.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm in chat now. Welcome to the early game. Early Sunday morning, drink your coffee, watch these guys TPK game.
Just in time. We haven't done anything yet.
Yes, we have yet to die.
Wait a minute. Why do you want to ban me from Hawker? Funny.
Oh, hey, got that in there. Hey, get my cat off my keyboard.
Hey, wait.
Yeah. Real nice. Real nice.
All right,
Hey, man, it was my cat. I don't know what's going on.
Hawk, roll a D8.
D8, huh? I know how to do that. Boom. It's a 3.
So she's got 4 hit points. She's got a short sword, and her AC is 13.
Okay, short sword is D6. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
She probably has a bow, too. Give her a bow.
Like in her hair? Oh, that's a terrible joke.
That is a terrible joke. This guy's a professor. Jeez.
And that's a D6 too, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
He is not a professor of humor, though.
Hey, you don't know what I do. I've been
All right.
voted funniest math professor for the last 10 years in a row at JJC.
Oh, wow. That's pretty hard.
Might be.
Stiff competition there.
I think the bar's pretty low. He probably has to compete with the accounting professors.
Oh, no. This is only the math professors.
I see.
How many of them are there? One.
There's 19. We have a big department. I got a lot of competition, man. I got to keep my game on its top.
I can tell.
I got to constantly work the
Can't wait to hear some of them funny math jokes.
You know the one I heard from Hawk, right?
I can't wait. I don't even remember.
What do they call going to the bathroom on an airplane?
At 30,000 feet.
Whatever.
It's important. You're ruining the joke.
I didn't ruin anything. High pot in use.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, man.
God, that is terrible.
But you laughed, didn't you?
I laughed at you being so excited about it.
I laughed because I couldn't cry and I was filled with pain beyond belief.
I had forgotten about that joke, Hobbs.
Not I, sir.
Having
here-
forgotten it is the only merciful part to it.
Well, here's why that joke's really so funny is because when I first started at JJC, they paid for me to go to a math conference in Austin, Texas. So I spent like 3 days down in Austin, Texas, going to all these like math talks, blah, 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 about how to teach math. And that's the only thing I remember from that conference is that joke. So that was money well spent by JJC.
Nice. All you guys over in the south suburbs paying your taxes. That's what they got ya.
This is what it's going for right here.
I used that joke for like 8 years in a row, and I kind of forgot about it. Now Hobbs got it back in my mind, so it's time to whip it out again next time I teach a face-to-face class.
Whip it out.
I don't think you should be whipping it out face to face.
Thanks, Hobbs. Oh, I'll whip it out.
I am here for you. All right. So, like I say, you guys go around. You can see
a tubing.
You can see some local fauna and such. Other than that, there's some bones, but everything seems pretty well picked over when Hobbs searched these fallen scorn last time. I don't know what Hobbs is like staying in the corner while everyone else takes off, but I like it.
They go.
Yeah, I probably should let Hobbs go over there.
Where'd everybody go?
Is this the stairwell here?
It is.
Yeah, and I probably, as Nadiri, wouldn't know that, so I probably shouldn't just walk right next to it.
You guys take some time, half an hour, you can locate that.
All right.
It's kind of tucked back in between this raised area here and this wall. So it's kind of in like a little corner there. And like there's some kind of primitive artwork on the wall right next to it. Right along here.
Primitive artwork.
So Naria looks at the artwork. She's got she recognize it?
It looks like maybe something in blood. Iferti actually says that she looks to Nadiri and tells him that it's danger.
It's the symbol for danger, or
Yes.
just blood in general represents danger?
The symbol for danger.
All right. Danger. All right, well, let's be on our guard.
Is Iferti going to be in
Seems
the
like-
front with Nadiri? Yes or
Everybody.
no? When you go down the stairs, I mean.
Sure.
Is she going to be in the back?
Look.
Oh,
It's a trap door, right?
yeah, it's a 5 foot. It's not even a trap door. It's just stairs kind of going down. There's bits of foliage and
Okay.
feathers from the whatever. You can see bits of bone maybe. It looks like a lot of detritus and even maybe offal. Maybe this is what the Scorn used this area for.
Throwing their bones and their remnants down.
Yeah, the refuse.
They've used it as a garbage pit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I can go down first, and why doesn't Nadir or Ifriti bring up the rear?
You want to maybe light a torch?
Torches are for losers. I guess.
You're that guy in high
Hey.
school, weren't you, Hawk?
Hey, the real long shot. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel where we do the worst jokes ever and even less entertaining voices. It's been a while, real long shot. I haven't seen you on the channel lately. Thanks for showing up, man. I should.
He's a long shot for showing
That
up.
was a long. Yeah, it was a long shot. He was going to show up this morning.
Oh God.
Weren't sure.
More of the dad jokes coming at you live.
It was a real long shot too, if you ask me.
So who's lighting a
They're
torch?
well earned.
Somebody in the middle, probably, right?
Yeah, I'll light my lantern. Naria.
Maybe Mukai could carry that in his teeth. Yes, exactly. All right, let's go down this step. Oh, Martha.
We're going in.
New map, new
All right.
map, new
We're
map.
mapping.
New
We're mapping,
map.
boys. We're mapping. Relax.
New
See
map.
the
We're
dynamic
mapping.
lighting
We're
works.
mapping.
Blackness, blackness, blackness.
Shut your face.
Can't see
It's all
shit.
dark.
So,
Torch. That must
It's
be a.
come
finest
down
in
into
mapping
a
detail.
low cellar. It seems like.
Can't see,
anything.
can't
Shut up.
see.
So this is the map. This is Hobbs worked all night on this.
Oh, it's a black map. Got it. Okay, 10-4.
Yeah. Hobbs was experimenting with drawing in black.
He's trying to see how black he can get.
Mhm. He's a completist.
What the
Yes, you can't
fuck?
really tell, but there's a lot of shades of black there.
Oh my god.
Shades of black.
We're definitely back in black. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, you got that right.
Oh,
Don't start singing it, Aaron. Whatever you do,
I'm
don't
not
start
gonna.
singing it. You know you
Don't
want
do it.
I
to.
wouldn't. Back. Nope, not gonna do it.
Don't,
Nope.
don't do it.
Black.
oh,
Oh,
There
and
we
there
are.
was light.
don't go into the light.
All right, so you guys are kind of cramped up on these. It's a very small, only about 10 feet by 10 feet as the stairs kind of open up into a small chamber. And like I said, there's refuse all about,
Aw.
detritus, and there's even, you can see like some skeletons in bits of the detritus and such.
I think he just likes saying that word.
It's one of my words.
Detritus.
He does.
He said it like 4 times already.
I
Mhm.
say it a lot.
Set up. Awful.
It's a pretty fun word.
I used to say detritus or something. I used to mispronounce it. And like I say, it's everywhere.
Did Ifriti come down the steps?
There wasn't room. Ifriti. There.
Ifriti.
All right, you can see like looks like off to the right here some heavy vegetation. There's even some bits of bone in that. And Hobbs, along one of these, there's a small chamber. You can see that basically it's a hallway, a cross hallway, junction like, 2 pillars in the center here. And then there's smaller chambers either direction. It was probably some kind of larder for the keep. And on this far wall over here, you can't really see it very well, but there's like some lush, heavy vegetation with bits of bone and more detritus all about. Some of it might be like old chipped weapons, bone, MRI packets, Spaghetti-O cans, that sort of thing.
MRI packets?
I'm just joking about that.
MRE,
it's obviously,
maybe?
Yeah, MRE. What's MRI? Oh, that's like, is that the stuff they squirt into you before you get here?
Magnetic resonance imaging.
That would be cool. See, we are playing like a post-apocalyptic dystopic future now.
So is there, do we see anything up here, or is it just sort of blank?
The whole area is covered in detritus and bits of bone, vegetation that has fallen down the stairs. He set me up. I had to say it, Sean. I don't know how many times. Actually, along the back,
You're just looking for excuses now.
There's a fairly full skeleton that does not look human. It is humanoid in the back corner, and crawling across it looks to be like a pretty massive beetle, probably about 1 inch long. Or 1 foot long, not 1 inch, 1 foot.
So Nadiri does the international symbol for hold up, and then he's like, clearly there's some sort of giant centipedes, deadly beetles, some sort of bug-like creatures are hanging about down here. That's
anybody
my
concerned?
thoughts.
I think that's a fair thought. Anybody concerned, Hobbs, maybe about lush vegetation in a dark cellar?
Yes, I find that very suspicious.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah. Well, hey, what does Mukai smell? What is this? I don't know if he's got a cool perception or not.
He should. He's a dog or a wolf.
Ifriti is definitely staying away. His Hobbs hackles are up.
Hobbs's hackles are up?
I meant Mukai, sorry.
Actually, I prefer if Hobbs's hackles are up.
Me too.
You should be looking at his hackles.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I don't mind.
So as you guys are trying to decide what to do, it seems like
10
the beetle
giant centipedes.
The beetle quivers and starts to come towards Nadiri and Hobbs. Almost simultaneously, the skeleton also starts to rise.
Come on! So is that...
Ifriti points out, hey, danger!
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ifriti. You've been real helpful.
Hey, why are you
Are
so
those
mean to
or-
her?
So we got
she's standing in the
2
back
beetles
row
and
going,
a
there's
skeleton?"
danger. That's clearly obvious.
What did you say, Aaron?
2 beetles and a skeleton?
So far.
Yeah, so far. All right. Promising. All right. Well, Mr. Skeleton's going to get the side of my axe.
All right, let's roll initiative then.
No initiative. I'll just go first.
Skeleton.
Success.
That was a good drum break.
Ooh, we're killing it.
Ifrit can just go on your initiative round, Hawk. All right, so
All right.
looks like we got some great successes here. Hobbs, what are you going to do? Pretty cramped quarters. There are some other skeletons that seem to be covered by refuse. Some
Is there
debris.
any detritus on those skeletons? Other skeletons?
There might be.
I'm gonna stand to the side and draw my sword.
Awesome.
Oh, great. Then I'm gonna move Makai right here.
Yeah, he roused up all the other beetles.
Well, there's
George Ringo John.
There you go. Where I was going.
Yep. Paul's probably on the other side.
All right.
Oh, and that's another skeleton, huh?
Well, you guys, you
Fantastic.
can't really see that in there, but Hobbs can when he moves over. Oh, you can see this one probably. All right.
Right.
Nice. Are you going to attack any of them as they start to rise, or?
I will smoke that skeleton.
Yeah.
Smote him a grub on the
Smoke him.
mountainside.
All right, do it.
Smote. To
Oh.
smote.
All right, that's better.
I'm not gonna smoke him.
If you,
That's a
Good,
hot
because-
attack there.
That would be weird. That is a hit.
Oh my
no, all
god.
right.
Mukai's gonna
We'll
take
take
a stab at that too. He's gonna bite. Hey,
Yeah, didn't
bones. Bones, Mukai.
Bones,
Bones.
yep.
Want a bone?
Get her, boy.
Want a bone?
Oh, he got him good.
Yeah, what do you get here? It's an 18. 6. Or 5 damage.
Sweet.
Nice. So
Get
you
him,
guys
Mukai.
have
Mukai, bone.
6
Oh,
total, is
Mukai.
that correct?
Yeah.
Good boy, Mukai. Good boy.
Boy.
Way to eat the bones. Good puppy.
All right.
Easy.
Sorry. There you go.
That was a great drum break.
I think Nadiri also had Anaria had a great success.
Anaria would go next.
Yeah.
All right.
So you should have your
All right.
plan already decided before it's your turn.
Oh, shut
I-
it, Hobbs.
I think that's
have
asking a lot.
plan. Yeah.
Yeah, really. Come
really,
on.
It's too much.
The board
I
changes,
have a
man.
plan.
He won't.
I have a plan. So she's gonna whisper to sharply whisper to Nadiri, step aside. Cast thunderous invocation straight forward at the skeleton and the two beetles there.
So you're gonna wait until Nadiri moves out of the way. Which Nadiri are you gonna
Yeah,
move?
but it should
Yeah,
only take him a second.
sure.
So you have to move up and then blast them.
And
I don't
you
have to
could have
move up,
moved
I just
back
need
at a
him to step
diagonal,
over.
you goof.
Oh, yeah. So I could have done that. Oh, pipe it down, Hobbs.
Come on, man. Damn.
All right. So make your DDD roll.
DDM?
Ooh,
Yeah, that too.
that's close.
And it was
So
close.
instead of only 2, raising it up 1, raise it up 2 points, please.
Oh,
Whoa.
why is that?
None of your fucking
Because
business.
it says
Wow.
Well, all right.
Pulling you.
so. It's 2d8.
Plus 14.
Jesus. So they all made their saving throw, right? Isn't there a saving throw there? Nope, it has to be low. Never mind, I'm wrong.
Yeah, come on,
Those have
Hobbs.
to be low. I did it wrong the one time. Hey, you found it. Keep that on tap, you son of a biscuit. Yeah, luck con save. So There is no halving, so that's good. Let's get another D8 out here.
Did you? Oh, there it is. I didn't know
This
if you
guy's
rolled
pretty
your
tough,
D8.
actually.
I ain't that tough.
Tough enough.
He's
Oh, but he
tough.
failed his save, so he's going to smash into the wall there. Can take 6
Oh,
points
cool.
for that.
Yes.
Still not dead.
Really? So it blasted him back into the wall, and he all his bones hung together.
Yep, pretty much. Like I say, it's about the skeleton is easily top 7 feet, and you can tell that these were likely not humans, but definitely humanoids of some sort.
Maybe they were ogre skeletons.
Not that big.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Big, but not that big.
All right, is it my turn?
What she said.
Yes.
All right, so I'm assuming I can do this, move here, and then give him the old chop-a-rooney.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that those beetles were also killed here.
Oh, right, okay. I'm thinking yes. Beetles ain't that tough.
No, there they are.
Especially Ringo.
I don't know. Paul's still alive. So is Ringo.
Yeah, Ringo
I mean,
wouldn't.
come on.
Ringo wouldn't win a fist fight with anybody.
So they injured or dead?
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's the wrong button. Those guys are dead. Go ahead and make your attack there, Hawker.
Give him the red X, baby. Boom. Gotcha.
We've met the big time, folks. The big time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Awesome. That is pretty great. Good work.
Take that, you stinky old skeleton.
All right, so the others are going to do what they do. So one of these beetles comes out beneath the legs of the skeleton as it they both attack Mukai.
Ooh.
What?
They both miss.
Shit, man.
All right. That
This other
dog's quick.
skeleton
He just
attacks
jumps back and forth.
Habes. But there are 2 creepers who come in here after Habes as well.
Oh, jeez. Should have gone to the other side.
All misses.
Oh, my God.
Damn. It sure looks like, just looking out the corner here, like there's another skeleton here.
It attacked Habes.
Yeah. It attacked Habes.
What is... That would be a...
Oh, you know what? I never did anything with Ifrati.
Did you want to do something?
Iferati.
Ifrati.
Yeah, but that beetle, would that beetle have been there? Because she would have gone on my move, I guess. And so that beetle would not have been there, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So, what is
she'll move.
Anaria's
She'll move
AC?
47.
I think that's exactly right. It's 11. That sounds
11. So after the blast goes, some of these vine underneath, you see the refuse and detritus kinds of shift, and some vines come up and they grab onto Anaria. Make an opposed strength check.
An opposed strength check.
Yep. So you're rolling your strength. So I got 1 success. So just make a strength roll.
Okay.
So we both have successes.
And that means it's a stalemate, right?
Check. Yeah, you're still caught, I guess.
Did those vines come from the big pile of vegetation, or did they?
Yeah,
come
you can
from
see
where...
now once they come up, they were kind of higher, so it's coming from this beast over here.
Okay.
So I don't think anything changes,
lush.
but yeah, the lush green that's obviously been being fed by something other than sunlight. So
Magic user flesh.
maybe it will be now. So you are grabbed and crushed
What?
What?
as these spiky vines pierce your flesh and area. Maybe you should have worn more clothes for 3 damage.
I'm wearing leather armor.
All right. Yep. Doesn't matter. You still take 3 points.
No,
of
I
damage.
mean your clothes. Your shot about my clothes.
I was
mean,
talking
it's
about the
just-
picture.
It's just rude. Don't outfit shame me.
Fashion shame, brother. All right. I think that will do it.
All right. We going home then?
Initiative.
Success.
Anaria.
Great success.
All right. Well, now that I'm being grabbed by this thing, so it's just a spiky tendril that reached out and grabbed me, and how did it grab me? I mean,
So
what's going on here? What's
You're
happening?
kind of ensnared and being crushed by these vines that are kind of all around you. So the vines
so
have you
I
like
prefer cuddly embrace would be nice.
yes. All right.
Yes. Yes.
Cuddly and viney, strong embrace. What do you want to do?
All right. Well, first, I mean, very briefly, I'm going to shout to Nadiri to make sure he sees what the hell's going on. Dude,
Oh, I see. I see all.
could use a hand here.
Why don't you
And,
make a luck check to see like if you are how much like is it just like around your waist or is your arm encircled or what?
Well, that's part of what I was asking before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can do that. So modified by anything?
No, not a luck test. Just a regular, just make a check on the luck. So you're not going to lose any luck. It's not a luck save. It's just a luck check. A failure. Yeah. So at least one of your arms, it wasn't a total failure. So one of your arms is like stuck to your body as it's crushing you.
Okay. So I'm gonna flip my spear around and slash at it with the sharp pointy part, and try and cut myself free here.
I'm assuming you just set the lantern down when you casted your other spell. When you
Yeah.
cast your other spell? Casted isn't correct, is it?
No, the past tense of cast is keist.
When you keist your spell.
When you
Mhm.
keist your other
Cast
spell.
Ramos.
That's right.
All right, so go ahead and make an attack. It's AC 12.
Good.
Boom. Take that, plant animal.
Nice.
And
I mean,
Tanimals.
plant monster. I didn't mean plant animal. Plant monster.
Plantanimals. It's a new Saturday morning kids cartoon.
Yeah, it sounds like one.
With my silvered spear.
Or your spear
All right.
of silver.
So let's make another opposed strength check.
That's no fun.
Ooh, I got a great success. You got a failure. So you're drawn away from the others towards the mass itself.
Couldn't Nadiri be trying to rescue me?
Yeah, nobody wants to do any rescues apparently.
He could be trying to rescue me.
I will definitely do a rescue.
I think it's too late.
Oh, it's
No.
never too late for a rescue.
All right, what are you going to do?
I am going to come over here and with my mighty, mighty battle axe, I am just going to chop. Well, no, I'm probably not allowed to do that on a rescue, right?
You're going to just try and, yeah, I think it's okay within the fiction. Just chop those vines because there's other vines
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that works.
Okay. So what do I... So
Dex
just luck
check.
check, right?
Dex
Dex
check.
check.
See if you get over there in time.
A failure.
You do not. And it gets drawn away. So there
Sorry.
It'd be great if he had a reroll for that.
you do have a reroll pool if you'd like to use that.
You know what? I will absolutely do that.
All right.
You know
Dex
what? You
check.
might as well use that crap up early.
Yeah, you may not need it for
Yeah.
another failure.
God damn.
It's not like you might need it for some real combat later. So, all right.
Got to live to get to the real combat.
This is
That's
a pretty
right.
exciting. Oh, I forgot I did a bunch of music.
Oh, I think we should redo this. Redo all the rolls, because if the music's not playing, I don't know if I can really get the.
Clearly, it's time for a do-over.
Yeah, let's take a step back, Hobbs, and redo this whole fight.
Is that too loud?
No,
How's
it's
that?
perfect. Perfect.
All right. Nice music by Kevin MacLeod.
Are they playing
Copyright
the cloud?
access engaged. All right. So it sounds like that was the end of that round. Oh no, wait, failure. Hobbs.
No, wait a minute. I never went.
Oh, you didn't get to go?
No.
Yeah, you did. You went first, didn't you? No.
No. Great success by Anaria, success by Nadiri. So now it is my turn. I am going to chuck what am I trying to say? I'm going to chuck a flask of oil and then
Get what you're doing.
throw that lantern right on it. This should be good.
All right, so let's throw your oil first.
All right,
Make
so
a-
how do I...
Just make
D20?
just make an attack roll modified by Dex.
Okay, so that would be +1.
Oh!
Oh!
A fine strike, indeedy. There's some oil there.
Nice. And now for some flames, my pretty.
I think
How's
that's
about-
probably the extent of your.
How's about a little fire?
So you have thrown the oil on. Good work.
All right, then Afridi is going to come up and... Afridi's got to stay there and help Hobbs. Never mind. Afridi's going to... Neferti. Sorry. Neferti is going to kill one of those beetles if she can reach it. I'm not sure what she can reach from her position.
Yeah, what's she gonna do? She's stabbing it, or
Yeah, her short sword.
go ahead.
Oops, oops.
Oh, that's a hit. This is awesome.
Oops.
You guys are kicking ass.
How do you get the D20 and the D6? Do you say plus D6 or
Yeah. All right.
5
So
damage?
she flips one on its back and stabs the point of her short sword into it.
Nice. Take that, beetle.
Who's up?
It would be the monster's turn, I think, right?
Did Hobbs go? Or no, did he lose initiative?
Well, Hobbs, didn't you get a failure on initiative?
He
Doesn't
did.
mean I don't get to go.
I think I forgot. I think I went too fast with the vine monster. That's what happened here, right? Or did that happen last turn?
No, that was this turn because Zanaria went and then
Oh, Anaria had a strength check. She didn't take damage. She just had a strength check against the creature. That's all. That it didn't attack her. It didn't do any damage to her this round. That was the last round.
okay.
So now it's the creature's turn, and it is going to crush her. There's the 4 points from the flesh-eating vines.
Boo.
Are you in the red yet? Are you staggered? Are you under
Well,
half?
4 points. Yeah. So 4 points, that takes me down to 5. My total's 15.
All right, and so it looks like we have a couple beetles and a skeleton attacking.
Except I could try to, or I can't do anything about the crushing though.
Sure, you could try to cut it free again if you want to.
Yeah, let me
Well-
do that as a rescue exploit, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Dex again.
Yeah.
Failure. Sorry,
Your
buddy.
rolls are so high.
I'm trying.
So this is on Mukai. So
Oh shit.
what's his AC, Shauner?
AC is 11.
Oh, so here's the hit from the Scorn skeleton.
Yogi!
6 points.
Still alive.
You want to try and rescue him?
Sure.
What the hell?
A lot of
Beetle
thought.
also is going to hit. Beetle only does 1d3 though, so you can save him for one or the other. I'm assuming it's going to be the. What are you going to do? What's this look like? What's the narration here?
So who hit him? The skeleton?
Both of them.
Both of them.
I will nudge him with my foot and my leg. Kind of kick him to the right.
All right, so you're going to edge over there and kind of push Mukai out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Dex check.
Not a big fan of kicking dogs, but
Failure.
Jesus, that was on the verge of a 1-2.
Do you want to roll your reroll? You want to use a reroll point
No.
to try?
Nope.
All right, so he takes 9 points of damage.
All right.
Pipe.
Poor Mukai. This is a terrible stream. We're killing the dog.
Yeah, it's harsh.
All right,
Harsh.
and so on, looks like on Hob. Oh, let's see. This one shift over. Yes, this beetle shifts over to attack Ferti.
No.
There we go. Let's just get rid of that guy. Bring a beetle over here. So the first one will be the skeleton on Hobbs. The second will be the beetle. So 18 on Hobbs.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yikes.
6 points of damage.
Christ. Okay.
Are you staggered? How many hit points?
Yeah.
Is down to 1. Is Mukai down to 1 hit point?
No.
What
Mukai's
is it?
down to 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, what's going on here, you guys? Can't make a rescue exploit. Is what's happening. Are you staggered, Sean?
What is the stagger?
Under
condition?
half.
Yes.
Under half your hit points.
All right. So now it is Hobbs' turn.
Retreat.
So there is no retreat in this. They're still going to get attacks on you if you leave combat.
But you
I
get a
leave
plus
combat.
2. You get a plus 2 on armor, though, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I retreat.
All right. I'm just putting some stuff in here, man. Is Mukai leaving as well?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to speak for Mukai.
All right. So there's one attack on Hobbs.
Mukai might die though, but
Oh, Hobbs
Oh.
gets smoked
ouch.
for 7 points.
Down. Done.
Mukai
Oh, come on.
gets hit for
This is bad.
1 point.
Mukai's at 0.
All right. So both of you guys are down here. I did not think this would be too hard of a combat, to be honest. I
Of course you
didn't.
didn't.
I really didn't. Some pussy skeletons. All right. So initiative.
Really?
All right, so before I roll initiative, I know I was staggered. Can I cast? I do have one hand free, right?
Is that what it says you need? Is one hand free?
Well, yeah. I mean, it says, often spellcasting requires a hand. The ability to move a hand. It doesn't.
Sure.
Let's see. Right, so it doesn't.
Since you are partially captured, I think what I'll do is I'll just give you a +1 to your DDM roll. Not a permanent one, just for right now, because it's possible you could make a mistake in your gestures of casting the spell.
Seems fair. All right, this thing is right in front of me, so well, first I have to roll initiative, so I'm gonna plan on casting.
All right, nice.
I guess is what I'm saying.
Good work.
A great success.
Success. So what do you get? What's Inari doing?
All right, she's got this thing in front of her. We're gonna thunder at it.
Hey, you do know that you could have party retreated as well, if you wanted to.
Well, can we? I mean, we're
could have.
I'm wrapped up in this thing. I guess that's.
You just have to do it. You just have to narrate it. It's all narration. So you would just say, yeah, like Nadiri cuts Inari free, and you try to scoop up Hobbs and Mukai. But you already rolled initiative, so it's a moot point. Always there, though. Keep remembering.
Okay, Hobbs. So let me just say, if you want to suggest a party retreat, why don't you do it before we start rolling initiative?
Because I'm just saying that this is always there. This is for you guys.
I know, but you always do it like after we roll initiative, and then you're like, "Oh, well, you could have done a party retreat." But
I didn't think of it until after you rolled initiative. That's why.
All right.
Let's cast this spell. What are you casting?
Boogers in the sand.
All right, the same old thunderous invocation that Aaron cast. He cast no other spells.
It's a
not
great
true.
spell.
I use a lash of unerring pain periodically.
Right, nice. So your threshold goes up 2, but not. Don't keep the extra +1. All right. So roll your damage.
27 points of damage.
It's not like it can get out of the way. So everything is just smashed up against, and the vines get blown apart. What the hell? And behind that, it's enough to actually blast this back wall out.
Oh, pretty cool. Boom.
All righty. Nadiri.
All right. Well,
let's get the hell out of here.
Yes, but we can't do that this turn. So Nadiri, Hobbs, you tell me if I can. I don't know if I can do this or not, but I want to move right here.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and then I'm going to attack. I am going to chop the liver right out of this one.
Do it.
Assuming that skeleton has a liver.
It's wounded there. Oh, you nailed it. It is destroyed. In a shower of bones. Alrighty.
And then Ifurti, there's a beetle right there, correct? I can't quite see it through the black there, but yep, so she'll get that beetle.
Ba-boom.
All right, yeah. So once more, she is the beetle killer.
She is a beetle killing machine.
All right. So there's 2 things left up here. One of the skeletons and one beetle.
Is it their turn?
It is.
Okay.
So they both attack Nadiri. Skeleton killer.
Nope. Armor class 15.
Okay, so that 14 hits.
Boo.
7 points. Jeez, I'm rolling crazy on the damage.
Okay.
So, no saving, no rescuing.
No, forget it, boys.
Initiative.
Don't roll initiative. We're going to do a party retreat.
That's right.
Because you're not even enraged, right?
No, I'm not.
All right.
So what's going to happen? Here's how we're going to do it, Hobbs. Listen and weep.
I'm crying.
I'm going to shout. I'm going to shout out Ifriti, whatever the hell your name is, and Anari, scoop up Hobbs and Mukai, and then I'm going to shove this stupid-looking skeleton as hard as I can, and I'm going to kick that beetle, and then I'm going to take off back up the stairs with him.
With them?
With Anari
With the rest
and
of the group.
Ifriti, who are carrying out Hobbs and Mukai.
All right. It
Right.
seems like in the party retreat here, so let's make some luck checks. You can luck dex for Anari and luck strength for Nadiri. Oh, you're not. Basically, your luck strength, I guess, would be Ifriti's. So, Anari, fail. Do you want to use your reroll pool?
Yeah, I'm going to reroll.
Man, I don't know why the music stopped because it was.
It was dead on, baby. And what am I doing? Luck strength for Ifriti?
Yep.
Failure!
You have one reroll pool point left, I think.
I don't.
You used both of them?
I only had one.
Oh. Because you
I have two, but then,
one.
yes, I had zero. I was trying to get it back on the checks, but I didn't get it.
All right, so Nadiri is still down there. So go ahead and make your initiative roll, Nadiri.
Fruit juicy. Where the hell am I? Oh, there it is. Boom.
All right,
Great success.
So you can still run up the stairs if you want. They're just going to get parting shots on you.
Like everybody can? Like we can scoop up Hobbs and Mukai?
Those guys are already out.
We scooped them up. We're up top.
Oh, they are?
Yeah,
Oh.
30 got them out in an area.
All right, then let me do that. I'll do the fighting retreat or withdrawal or whatever it's called.
All right, so they attack you. Misses. So you guys get up the stairs with the people. Let's see. They do not chase you up the stairs.
Sweet.
I mean, they can if they want.
They could, but they didn't.
I mean,
All right, so Sean.
I mean, there is like two dead, lumpy bodies that they could probably feast on, but
No, they took you guys out.
And we pulled you out,
Skeletons
man.
don't feast.
still.
So up top here, we gotta roll them over and say, Hobbs, don't go into the light, man. Don't go into the light.
Pour some cold water on his head.
All right, so Hobbs, let's make your. I think it's just a con check.
Now,
Guaranteed.
I want to say before you do that, one of my new spells is Fusing of the Flesh. So I don't know where I'm going to mention that I may want to use that here. I don't know where that falls in terms of his, what he's got to do for the con check and all of that. So
I'm pretty sure we just. What the hell? Injuries and
since I always
healing.
always get yelled at before for casting
right.
at the wrong time.
That's right.
If the body is able, we should be good at these rules. DC makes a con check. The reroll pool may be used for this test. On a success, the character's only
No
mostly
reroll
dead.
pool.
You don't have any?
Nope.
All right, so I guess it's one con check.
Yes. And Hobbs turned off his.
The good Lord
Christ
granted me power to be able to survive.
But it made your camera die.
He's my savior.
Yeah, your camera died.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I think you punched it off when you were excited.
There we go.
So that roll applies to Mukai too, right?
Absolutely.
Sure,
A good
I
DM
guess.
would do it that way. Damn right.
Praise Jesus.
So roll a d20. Did you roll a d20?
Oops.
Roll a d20.
Sorry, I was off. Rolled it twice. Oh, what was the
You
18?
need me to roll? I don't know why I rolled it twice. I honestly don't.
So we'll take the highest.
Click.
So you just get a minor scar. Do you have any scars yet?
I do not.
So you can decide what the scar looks like from the attack. Probably a slash across your back as you were running. We'll give the 13 to...
Nice.
We'll give the 13 to Mukai. So one of her eyes was kind of bitten by the rot beetle. Roll a d4. Three. So knock off 3 points from her perception.
Jesus Christ.
Sheesh. Did you have a perception anywhere?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys got down there and were immediately set upon by... Certainly the danger markings from the scorn were no joke.
Clearly.
Are we taking
All right,
another
well, we
short
definitely...
rest?
Oh, hell yeah, we'll take a short rest.
How many hit
it's
points
9
am I at? 1?
Yeah.
Plus it's 9:58, so it's
Let's
time
take a
for our
break.
break.
Yeah, let's take our break and then we'll do our short rest and figure out.
Right
things
on,
from there.
baby. Right on.
Sean, man, that was brutal. How you feeling? Are you okay?
It really pisses me off when shit like that happens because it's like, you know, it's just die rolls. So if you're on the shitty end of die rolls, you kind of going right in the ass.
Absolutely.
So even if, you know, and then of course, if you want to get out of there, you're going to take attacks. Well, I can't stand there. So I got to get out of there. And then you takes a few more up the ass. And so by the time you're all done and said, I mean, if you were playing OSC, I'd be done, like finished. So,
well,
I mean,
running
it's
was
just,
the right call.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, you know, Hobbs says is like, I didn't think it would be that bad. Well, it's not, it's an economy of attacks too. That's never taken into consideration.
What do you mean? Say more about that.
So if we had 6 of us and we had a tougher single enemy, we could take on a higher enemy because we are attacking that enemy 6 times before that enemy can act.
Yep, I get it. Okay.
And so when you get into a separated party and you have multiple opponents coming to you from different angles, you're essentially either evening the score, or it's going to be tilted in their way, or it's just so it's
Right.
when I went, I literally took a 5-foot step outside of the block, and all of a sudden there was 4 beetles, 2 skeletons, like done. And then you get into choke points and all this other shit. So it's just, so when on one attack, if I go, great. But if I don't, then I have the potential of 4 beetles and 2 skeletons hitting my guy. So then we get it flipped back onto me. And I've got, a 13 armor class is, it's not that high.
No, it's not that good.
Talking like just slight of a 50-50 shot. And if they got bonuses to hit, you're probably looking at a 50-50 shot of hitting me. And then if they're doing 1d6, second level, second level, it's...
I think if it had just been the skeletons, it wouldn't have been an issue. But then when that vine monster, that basically tied up half the party. So
Right.
Yeah, it's hard. What are you going to do?
You failed all your rescue rolls.
Well, that too.
When normally you make those.
Yep. Yeah. So it's just some of these, whenever an encounter goes, you can't make any rolls, and the opponents make all their rolls, and your action economy is twice or 3 times, you're in a lot of hurt in any game. So.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So let's get back to it. Everyone survived. No harm done. Just a little marking
no
on
harm done.
Mukai, it looks like. What are we gonna do here? Are we gonna do a short rest? It doesn't look like the creatures are coming out.
Do we have any oil?
It's got to be a short.
Yeah,
short rest.
Yeah, and we've got oil. I've got oil. I know Nadiri does or did, and we've also got some spread down there already. Although I may have blown that down the hallway.
Yeah, and you think that like the force of that thunderous invocation seemed incredibly strong, and also there is like something's going on down there.
Right, I could sure seemed like it was the ether down there was a lot thinner.
You can make an arcana roll if you want.
Do it.
Ooh, a great success. So you believe, like you said, there's something has to be going on. Possibly a ley line is running beneath this keep.
Right.
What does that mean exactly, or do we know?
This would be a ley line. It'd be essentially a conduit of arcane power.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Right, so like mystical Wi-Fi. Right, there's a router down there.
Oh.
So probably full of scary monsters.
Yeah, and maybe it seems there's probably a reason this keep was built here. I think what do you guys know about Korag's Keep?
We do well. Yep, we talked about that. So it's a Lord Karak fell under the influence of the Stargazer. That's a sorcerer apparently who used magic actually to blow the keep down. So this is his keep. Obviously, they came into conflict in some way, and Stargazer was powerful enough to knock the whole thing down in a battle between them, which probably is what the end of Lord Karak too. That we don't know for sure. I'm extrapolating there.
Yeah, and the Stargazer was a companion of the King Uthers, right? When they were younger. This was like before the Midlands were unified.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So
So we should take a short rest and then, or should we just head back? I mean, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on going back down there, but we don't want to go back down there after a short rest. That would be silly, right?
I got 1 hit point.
Yeah, we're going to need more than a short rest here. And I've got, I mean, it's if we think we can, and so that's part of the question, guys. If we think we can get back safely, that's probably, or if we think we can hole up here and do a long rest safely, and Hobbs can tell us why that won't work. But I mean, it's I've got a healing spell. I could help out Hobbs, but I'm with the stuff going on with this ley line and the tenuous nature of the veil. I'm pretty sure I'm going to come across something unfortunate if I cast a spell now.
You didn't have any problems up here when you cast before. It's just down below.
Well, yeah, but my assuming that I can detect that, my DDS is now up to, I think, 6 threshold.
Yeah, but the last time you failed the DDM roll, you got that awesome claw. So I think you need to look at that as a positive thing. Am I right or am I right?
Spoken as the guy who doesn't end up with the claw.
Come on, that claw was awesome.
It was pretty useful. I mean, what do you think, Hobbs? I don't believe I can cast on both of you, but I can get you some strength back. But there's a risk here. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if we take a short rest, you get half your hit points back, right? I mean, assuming you make the check. So that would be enough to get us back to the Crow's Keep or wherever our headquarters is to do a long rest. And I think we need to do that if we have any intentions at all of going back down there.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense to me.
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, I
Willem's
get
rest.
that. So,
yeah,
so
rest.
we should do a short rest regardless.
Yes, agreed. All right, so let's start short resting.
I threw up the map here for you guys. So you guys are at the ruins there. To the south east there is Willem's Rest. Obviously, Crow's Keep is to the northeast. And then farther down was the Sunken Tower. All right, so go ahead and write in how many checks you're taking and make your rolls.
Now, these checks are like every 24 hours we get 3 short rests. Is that correct?
I do it between long rests.
So 3 between long rests. Okay, I gotcha. All right, then I'm going to do 3 checks.
So does that mean I only get 1 since I did 2 last time?
You can 1, 2, or 3. So if you've used the 2, then you could use 3 or 1. Sean, how many are you doing?
Just 1 for hit points.
Okay, if you fail it, then you're not going to get the hit points. That's the thing.
So it's a con check, right?
It's a
will check.
Will check.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, my will sucks.
Yeah,
so
but
you
it
may
worked
want
out
to choose
great.
to take more than 1 check.
No, you got it there, buddy.
Got it.
Oh, okay. That's the thing. You may want to take more than 1 so you have a better chance of succeeding.
2 great successes. Sweet.
All right, so use them up on whatever you wanted to.
All right, so explain to me the hit points.
You get half your hit points plus your con bonus. You can only do it once.
Half your hit points. All right, so...
Oh, whoops. Then I can't do hit points. I already did it.
No, only once in this short rest.
Oh, okay.
So half my hit points. So if I have no con bonus. So if I have a 15, that's 7.5. So I get 8 additional hit points.
Half your down hit points.
Half what I have.
Half your missing hit points.
I go from 8 to 12.
So you're down 4. You'd get 2.
Plus your con.
Got it. So I'm up to 8 here, is where I'm at with that. All right. I'm going to recover a spell slot.
So you already did that, right, for the spell level. So you
I
can't
did that.
do it. You can't do it in 24 hours. But you could get like reroll pool points if you want. That's like Sean.
Yeah.
You could be getting reroll pool points back if you wanted to. Why are you laughing?
Because hit points are more.
You can do more than one
valuable
thing.
than
That's why you
rerolls.
can do. That's why you do multiple checks, so you can get more than one thing.
Okay. Can I use that recovery to decrease my DDM?
No.
Are you sure? All right. Well, then I'm not sure there's anything else to. So I had 3, and I used 1 for hit points, 1 for to regain a reroll. And there's
Do you
not
have a
any
class
place.
ability? You don't have a class ability that you used, or
No. Not that I used.
'Cause
Not
I
that
don't-
gets used up.
I don't think you can do these for like luck checks. Is that correct, or luck points, or whatever?
No, you can't. There's nothing that you luck points can be recuperated 1 point per long rest.
Okay.
They don't need to. I'm in chat now. They got me. They don't need to look at the rules. This is what you do. You just count on your GM for everything.
Yeah.
We do look at the rules, but it slows down the game. So we just like to wing it. I think I remember this is the way we did it.
Right. All right. Well, at least I'm up to 8 hit points, and I got 1 reroll pull back. I just don't have anything to use that third success on.
Okay.
Unless I'm missing something, but I don't think so.
I think. Do you have 1 reroll pool? You only needed 1.
Well, can I use it? Can I use it twice? Because no, I was down to 0. So
yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Cool.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
I'm taking that back up to 2 then.
All right. Fantabulous.
I didn't see any rules on that. Only on hit points can you only do once per short rest.
And my spell slots, apparently.
Once per 24 hours, so that's once per long rest.
All right. So.
All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I think we go ahead. Go ahead, Hawk.
No, I was just going to say I got my hit points back, and I got 1 reroll back, and so that was my short rest benefit.
All right. What else is up? What's the plan? Are now we heading off through the Drelnor Forest and in an effort to reach Willem's Rest?
Willem's. Yeah, we need to take a long rest.
We need some time to recuperate. All right.
From that drubbing that we just took.
All right. So let's see if anything happens.
Well, hopefully we meet up with those ogres again.
Who wants to roll a d20?
I can do it.
All right.
Perfect.
Don't blow it.
10.
A dragon just happened to be in your path.
Oh boy! So what I'm using here is the random encounter tables from
Big werewolf.
Low Fantasy Gaming. He does it a little different. So you just roll a d20, and then it tells you. And part of it is nothing happens. So it doesn't mean something always happens. You're checking the overland events.
Right.
Would you get a 10?
10 it is.
Here we go. Roll a d8.
8.
8. Awesome.
Is a dragon.
It isn't a dragon. All right, so you guys, let's see here.
Fruit juicy.
So I am giving some fun stuff for us to look at here.
Whose idea of fun? Who's
define
qualifying
fun,
that?
buddy.
Everyone's idea of fun.
Yeah.
So it's a little after noon. Apparently, you guys must have camped on the way. 'Cause I think it was evening when you went down in there. You're moving along through the Drelnor forest. I'm in the wrong section. So one of the games I play, and the guy actually shows the DM view. So when he's whipping around trying to find a map, you actually get to watch him do that. So it's kind of funny.
It's probably kind of makes you dizzy, right?
I don't know about that. Maybe.
Well, if he's changing up screens. Changing up screens really fast, it's can be dizzying.
Ooh, dizzying. I like it. Alrighty. So I am.
Yes.
As you guys are moving along through the woods.
Moving along, singing a song.
No singing?
Sorry. But it was a moving along song.
You're headed through some low hills along a split. There's a lot of different splits in the trail here. You spot a guy calls out from one of these raised areas here. Oi there! Who goes there?
Damn Irish.
Is that what that was?
Questionable.
We're headed back to Willem's Rest, and we got no time for funny business.
Aye, is that so? What? You travel with a
O'Shaughnessy.
fool?
O'Shaughnessy. Traveling with tools is the only way to travel.
I don't know about that. We're looking for Thule. Half Thule vagabond. Did some trouble in Willem's Rest. We here?
I wouldn't know anything about that. I haven't been in Willem's Rest in 3 days. Or something like that.
Well, if we see one, we'll let you know.
That's right. We won't be foolish.
Hey there!
That was far more than that deserved.
So he call to the captain, eh? You people must be coming with us.
Piss off.
So they're about 80 to 100 feet away from you. You can see a couple of them here, but they did mention like someone else was about.
Let's just start running down this road. Let's outrun them.
Yeah. Let them chase us. Go ahead.
Yeah, screw it. We don't need to fight these wieners.
Yeah.
All right, so you just want to like do a party retreat from them immediately, run off.
Yeah. Do you guys have any desire to talk to these idiots?
Nope.
I mean, there's things
Seems-
you could try and like intimidate them. You could persuade them that it's not necessary. You could run away. There's whatever. I mean, there's millions of things you could do.
Millions.
Millions.
Millions and millions and millions of
A
stars.
kabajillion things that you could do.
That is a lot.
I just feel like, yeah, there you go. How best. That's what I'm feeling like.
All right, so
What is
let's,
that?
do we
I
want
don't
to
know
use
if I
the
can
party
move that
retreat
far.
rules?
Yes.
All right, so I think that you guys are just fleeing. So let's make.
No, wait a minute. We need to narrate this. So I'm gonna go like this, and then we'll just start take off down that road, or whatever. Is there
Piss off, Gnarly!
is there a different sort of hand gesture that means the same thing in this world?
You can make one up if you'd like.
How about this? We could do it like the British.
All right.
Of course, that's probably like really rude and British. I don't know. I don't know if that's the same thing or not.
So, did you guys who successfully made that party retreat, who is only Anaria, I believe, did you lower your luck by 1 point?
I don't think I successfully did it.
You didn't. Anaria did.
So you're basically asking, did Anaria?
I said Anaria.
I just did.
Yeah, so you got to remember, anytime that you make a successful luck test, like a saving throw, you have to lower your luck by 1 point.
Right on,
Alright.
baby.
All right, so let's do luck dex checks.
Luck Dex.
Then we'll decide
It's
if they're going to
one.
chase you guys or not, or
Looking good.
Well, it's a hat trick.
aye, they're running for it, Ethan. All right, so
I yell out, if we kill you, it's your fault.
Yeah, that's right. We're just trying to go home.
one of them fires an arrow that round, so we can roll. You guys can try again the next round if you'd like.
Try what? Running away?
Yeah.
Damn right we're going to try again.
Same thing. Luck dex.
Luck Dex.
All right, so you guys lower your lucks by 1. Everyone but Nadiri escapes.
See ya.
All right, so what is Ifurti's? What is Ifurti's AC?
15.
Oh, both you guys are 15.
Oh, Ferti, sorry. Ferti was 13.
All right, still misses, but those arrows basically, you can feel one thunk into your heavy armor, but it doesn't actually pierce and hit you. The other people seem to have escaped, but you're still in arrow range. Arrows are kind of falling down. They're making a run for it, boys. So
once more with the flip off, and then we try it again.
all right.
Jeez. Louise.
All right, arrows kind of come down around. Nothing hits, though.
So are they like running after us firing arrows?
No, you had a pretty good range with arrows, and they're just loping them up and firing them down in there.
Right, but we should be putting distance between us on
You
every
are.
turn, right? Okay.
Yeah, you are.
So this should only go on for so long.
That
just
is
lobbing
true.
All
That
right.
is true.
All
That
right.
is totally true. So what I want to do is find out if they are going to chase you all, if we want to get into another chase scene like last session, which was so much fun.
It'll be even more fun if you have some chase music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
No copyrighted music.
Doodly doo, doodly doo, doodly.
Well,
doodly
that was just a sample for. What's the? There's a term for that when you use just a tiny little bit as a sample.
That's right.
I think it's called sampling.
No. Fair use. Fair use, I think, is what it's called.
Yeah, can't you use like 30 seconds? Isn't that the limit? or 5 seconds or 10 seconds or.
All right, so the arrows pause and the shouts kind of fade into the background, and you guys, let's Hobbs, why don't you make a wilderness roll?
You're welcome.
All right, so you guys run off, but you have become lost in the Velnor forest.
It's a good thing.
Lost in the woods. Well, thank
It's a
God
good-
we've got a ranger.
Yeah, it's a good
Crap.
thing they got a ranger with them.
I have -1 on my ranger checks. Animal lore, wilderness lore.
Would you like to
-1s.
use a reroll pool on that?
I would if I had one, but I don't, so I can't.
Because I refused to take a check for it at the last short rest.
I was hoping to get back to
For
the
some unknown reason, I just refused to do it.
home
Why do you have a -1 on your ranger checks?
because in order to get what I needed, I had to bump down intelligence or something. So I'm at 8 intelligence.
I gotcha.
See, this is wonderful. This is why I do that, is because you don't just always roll on your best things. That's why. You should love this,
Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is-
sure he does.
This is your
I'm sure
gig.
Sean's loving this.
Well, it's
day
it's
entirely.
just wacky. That's all. I don't know. I think ranger. You want a high perception, but then your skills rely on intelligence. So it's
Yeah, which is weird.
Mixed
Which
bag.
is really weird.
so you're lucky if you have two good abilities back to back, and I don't think I did.
Yeah, it happens. But that's
Oh.
good. I mean, some people become rangers, and maybe they're not that good at some of the stuff. They're that good at other things, so like perception instead of the intelligence part. So,
Oh, and he's
Right.
pretty good with that bow.
yeah, and talking to his good buddy, Mukai. Half-blind Mukai. All right, one-eye Mukai.
Oh, nice.
All right, now you wouldn't let me make fun of the red jaws. But
Yeah,
now
the
we're gonna
no-armed red
mock
jaws.
the dog. We're gonna mock
Yeah.
the dog for
Wounded.
its disability.
Very nice.
I'm not
Very
mocking him, I'm
nice.
just giving him a good
I'm gonna give him a
nickname.
patch. I'm gonna give him a
Yeah.
patch.
That would be awesome.
Why can't you guys see
See what?
anything?
I can see it.
Maybe it's because I didn't move.
You're on the Midlands of Argosa, right?
Okay, I didn't think of that.
Well, does anybody else have wilderness lore?
Well, I do, but we're in a different group. I'm not in a different
Right,
group,
you're-
but I'm by
you're behind
myself.
us.
So I can't help you guys because you ran away from me.
The music is really
Bravely.
loud. What does that mean? I'm in chat now. That's a good question.
It's really loud. That's like
Oh,
the loudest.
loud.
So loud, it's loud.
Oh, okay.
It changes.
I didn't know if it was good
letters.
or what happened there. I can lower it down because that would be my. Is that better? I'm in Chatnowski.
Super awesome.
You guys can control your own volumes. Oh, is that why you said what
How?
did you say? Is because it was too loud?
What'd you say?
What?
Is that why you wrote that gaming in BS in the chat?
Ah.
Okay. All right. Well, you can say it out loud. I mean, I don't know. You
I don't think you can turn it down on your own end.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's
Where
right.
no, the gear. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
I'm in chat now is complaining about his typo getting harassed. That is exactly why texting is so awesome. We wait for someone to make a typo,
That's not true.
It's
Don't
and
listen.
then we
I mean,
pounce.
you're not-
we pounce.
you're not hoping that we provide good content here.
Yeah,
Pretty
no
tall.
kidding.
Pretty
This is going to be
tall
great.
Trying
All
to
right,
be
so
inspired,
you're pretty
inspired by
sure
the chat.
you should have made it to WIllem's Rest by now, but that's when you realize you're lost in the woods, and night comes.
So I made it back. So I'm all by myself, and
No,
I
you
made
guys
it
are.
back.
I have you guys together.
Oh, then why can't I should be able to do a wilderness lore check?
We're not Okay, you can, but it's at disadvantage.
Well, I'm at advantage normally because of my awesome barbarian skills, so it's just normal.
See, I don't want multiple people to do skill tests. This is called skill dogpiling.
Skill
But
pilot.
now listen, if two people, all right, I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay, but no.
I'll give it to you at
I think there is an
advantage.
argument.
I'll give it to you
Yeah.
regular.
But to offer a narrative here. So I mean, if we're walking along and Hobbs stops and he starts looking around, and he's like, "Crap, I'm not sure where we're at." Wouldn't it?
No,
make
I wouldn't say
sense?
that because I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly
all
where I'm
times.
going. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a ranger, so I just keep going, and then I go, yeah, it's just down here. It's just down here. Down here, right around the corner.
Because he doesn't
But then
know he's
I-
lost. That's the thing, right? You don't
Right.
necessarily always know you're lost.
All right,
You think
that's
you're where
fair.
You're supposed to be. But yeah,
Okay,
you can go
right.
ahead and make it normal if you want, sir.
He would have to contest it. Like he would say, look, you're not going in the right direction.
Hey, you're not going the right direction.
Did you
Like,
make
no,
the
no.
check? I can't see.
Yeah. Not only did he make it, it's a great success.
All right, so from now on, I don't think you guys follow Hobbs when he is leading the party.
So probably that's a good bet.
So you think in the morning you'll be able to find the correct path. You do
Okay.
have a night in the Drelnor Forest.
Sounds
All right,
sexy.
Oh, this
Let's
place
make
is
camp.
great. Hey, this place is great. I'm glad we found it. It's exactly where I thought we should be. This is safety. It'll be fine. It's good. We got the forest around us. Nobody will be able to see us. It's perfect.
Maybe we'll find a cool thing.
Like
No,
treasure.
we don't need cool things.
I would like a +5 battle axe. That would be cool.
Yeah, but it'll come with
sure.
your death.
All right, so this is an opportunity as you guys are wandering around and giving Hobbs.
you guys-
Go ahead.
Have you guys noticed that Hobbs kind of lighted up a penis-shaped area?
I don't know what you're talking about, but if that's what it looks like to you, go for it, buddy.
No, I'm just saying.
That does say something about how you're looking at things.
Oh, God.
Can't
Anyway,
imagine
some-
what a war shack
Sometimes
looks
an
like from
arrow is
Hawk.
just an arrow.
I know I'm not the only one seeing it.
Dude, this thing has been. This is probably the 12th time this has been on here.
Well, it's only occurred to him now.
Yeah, I mean, session 7.
I don't think so. Anyway,
Anyway,
what were you saying? What were you
you
saying,
guys
Hobbs?
have set up camp, and Nadiri says he does believe he knows. He checks the constellations, and he's like, "Oh no, we got to go this way." But there's an opportunity when you guys are bonding over the campfire. So one player may choose to reveal a secret or other special detail about their PC's history, deed, place, NPC, event, party bond, prior adventure, etc. GM veto is applicable. If most of the table is entertained, one PC may transfer 1 point of luck or reroll die to another PC.
I have no secrets. My character is an open book.
Does anyone want to share anything about their background or history?
I haven't thought about this at all. Damn it.
Aaron?
Sure. So, guys, as we're hanging around and we're talking here, and it sure seems like we seem to be getting along okay. Almost dying.
Mhm.
Here's almost. I want you to understand that I know that you can see that I'm Venori and I'm quite a ways away from home. But when I decided that it became clear to me that the dark magics were really the thing that were going to draw me, I was kicked out of my family home. My tribe booted me out, and I've been wandering until I found the woman whose name I can't remember in WIllem's Rest, and learned at her feet the ways of magic. So I'm disgraced by my tribe. I'll probably not be returning to them. That's why I'm out here so far from home.
Nadaya.
People
Thank you.
are assholes. People
Yeah,
are
they are.
assholes. You're accepted here, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate
You're
it.
one of
Appreciate
us.
it. I feel
One
a
of us.
kinship
One
with you
of
guys.
us. One
Feel like I'm
of
finding
us.
my
One of
family.
us.
All right. Does anybody want to shift any reroll or luck points to each other? I was entertained beyond
All right,
belief.
don't have any rerolls. I give up. I
Yeah, you
apologize.
know-
It was a great story.
Yeah, it was great, but I also have nothing to shift.
So what
give him
I
a
will
luck
do
point.
then is I will give I'll give you a bonus reroll die point an area for that. Good job.
Good
All right,
job.
I'll take it.
Way to step up and try and get out of your box a little bit, unlike your other players. Good work. I
So a
appreciate you.
little bit of party shaming there, just to go with it.
That's right. That was player shaming.
That shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
All right. Fortunately, by a little afternoon, a light drizzle has picked up, and you guys make your way to.
That's fortunate. How is a light drizzle fortunate?
Because you made it to Willem's Rest.
Oh, yes, that is fortunate.
All right. What are we doing in Willem's Rest?
Long rest, baby.
That's it. Nothing else. I think we decided that we're going to see how long the long rest is.
Yep,
Then
we got to do that.
There is an effect on how much money it costs you to be chilling out at the Cursed Axe.
What all do we get back in the long rest? Everything?
I'm going to roll a d6 here. So it's 4 days of rest.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So roll a d6, one of you guys. Everyone uses up 2 gold pieces during this rest.
Acceptable.
And all of your expended class abilities are restored. All expended reroll pool dice are restored. All attribute points, not including luck, is restored. That's on Mukai as well. So his perception or her perception returns. 1 point of luck is recovered, and you get half of any lost hit points.
Oh, whoops. Really? It's only half of lost hit points?
Plus con,
Oh, right. Con. I always forget about con. Okay.
plus D4. Everybody roll a D4, and you get that many hit points back and added to all the other
Well,
stuff.
I don't need to roll a d4 because half plus con puts me over my original hit points.
All right.
So say that again. How does the D4 get in there?
Roll a D4.
Yeah, I'm working on it. All right. I got a 1.
So add
So it's-
1 to your whatever your con modifier is.
Which is 0.
All right. And half. How many hit points are you down?
I'm down 7.
7. So you get 4 plus 1 is 5.
All right. Got
So
it.
this
Thank you.
is where we are, the Cursed Axe. Sean, you got that? How did you roll for Mukai as well?
I did not roll for Mukai. So he was at, I think, 1 hit point.
Oh, are you trying to take Iferti into town?
I would probably have a discussion with her about that. But yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't. Or
Because
if-
being a Thule, there could certainly be repercussions. And you have heard that they are searching for a Thule vagabond.
A half Thule.
No, I didn't say half Thule. I said a Thule.
Yeah, so I should probably have a discussion with her. Like, there's going to be trouble if I take you into town. Do you want to hang out here until we come back out?
All right.
I can bring her some food and blah blah blah.
So I think It seems unlikely. This seems difficult. So why don't you do a persuasion roll at disadvantage to convince her to stick around for 4 days while you're here in town?
Is that charisma then?
Yeah.
Failure.
So when we go back, where you go back to see her, she is not there.
Bye-bye now.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do while you're here back in WIllem's Rest?
She was a great beetle killer.
She was.
What's that? Aaron, what's that? What do you want to do?
So I want to meet. I'm going to spend some time with my mentor, and I want to talk with her about what I felt when we were down in the.
So basically, you're going to try to do some gather info with her.
Yep.
Let me get to that. So I'm using the LFG companion downtime rules in this situation. So we want to look at contacts. She hasn't really requested anything of you yet in the game. General research. Do you have well, we know what you're doing. Sean, what is Hobbs doing?
Other than recuperating?
Yeah, are you doing anything in the 4 days that you're here?
Probably doing some target practice, honing up on my bow skills.
You probably leave town to do that, I'm assuming. Or are you just doing it like in the courtyard or something?
Sure. Yeah, find a long field and get a freaking bale of hay and throw it out there.
Okay, so you're just in town messing around?
Messing around this town.
What about Nadiri?
Oh, I want to do my standard, hang out at the bars, see if I can pick up on any rumors, local, or not local, but like any new rumors that are floating around since last we were taking a short rest, a long rest.
Roll, so both of you guys can make gather info checks. I think yours is going to be intelligence, Aaron, and Hawk, yours will be charisma.
Ugh. I am pretty charismatic. Blammo! Success! Success!
Alrighty, so success. Roll a d6, both of you guys. Three for Nadiri.
And I got a 6.
All right, so most of the talk is about the Hunters Guild coming into town and looking for a Thule. So it looks like there's a band. A new faction is kind of approached into WIllem's Rest, and they have taken over an area. And over at the time, it sounds like they thought they may have actually found this vagabond, but the people ran away.
Did I get any yeah.
Fools.
Did I get any sense of why they're looking for this Thule?
There has been like a murder in Korag Keep, and they think the Thule is responsible.
Was it murder most foul?
Sort of foul, not quite most.
Did I hear like who got murdered?
Yeah, it was a courtesan to some nobility.
Ooh, a courtesan. Sounds fancy.
Do we recognize any of the tools that came back into town as one of the guys that were trying to stop us out in the wilderness?
Yeah.
So is Hobbs with Nadiri as he's doing this gathering of information? Or I mean,
Nadiri
I don't know,
would
man.
have
It's
asked
4
that
days.
question.
I don't spend 4 days at the range.
So here's the thing. We can roll to see if you do recognize. Then we're also going to roll to see if they recognize you guys.
Exactly.
That's fair.
All
I hope he
right.
does too. I hope he comes right up to me. Says, "Hey, I recognize you. We tried to pull you around the wilderness."
All right. So let's see what happens. So I think it will be, I think it's just going to be a luck perception check. Not one that's going to lower you. It's not a saving throw. It's just using the luck as a arbitrary number.
Who's rolling that?
I think this is your deal, Nadiri. So go ahead.
Okay. Failure.
Oh, Hobbs did it well. So neither of you guys did. Let me see how I'm gonna work this.
Recognize me. Recognize me. Look at
Are you looking for a fight here, Sean?
Apparently.
Yeah, man. I'm a little ticked off at those guys. Dude, nothing want to take us into custody for no reason.
No kidding.
How do you know it's no reason?
Because we weren't breaking any law.
Yeah,
Damn
I
right.
think they're
I know.
they're after a fear.
Were we?
But it could have been a Furty they were after. A Furty may be this missing Thule they're searching for.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she helped us. She killed some beetles.
So here we go.
True.
What we roll? We rolled a luck perception, correct?
Correct.
Where the fuck? Here it is. Luck.
Well, we'll find out
4.
if they were after us or the other. Because if they recognize me, they won't care. They'll just ask where she is, right?
Nobody recognized anybody. So there must be
Okay,
enough of
son of a
these
bitch.
hunters that in town that it's a significant party, apparently.
Well, we stayed pretty far apart too.
Yeah, they didn't get too close to us. Plus, I'm the master of disguise. That's one of my many talents.
Oh God.
I just go around asking them, "Hey, you got this loudmouth dickhead that's part of your group that just, yells from the forest about apprehending people just walking through? Is there a guy that kind of, I don't know, he's probably this tall, hides behind bushes?"
Kind of a wanker.
So Hobbs is going to try and find this group of
Mhm.
hunters.
Trying to pick a fight. Trying to pick a fight.
I mean, it's fine if that's what you want to do.
He's getting real salty.
Okay, that guy irked the crap out of me, man. I kind of got a grudge against that guy.
I like it.
Minding my own business, wanting to attack us, pull us over for no reason.
Pull us over.
You want to start
Pull
a
over.
fight?
Woo.
You and your one companion with the entire Hunters Guild party in the bar.
I'm
Damn
part of the
right.
Hunters Guild too, right?
You are?
I don't know,
Aren't
are you?
That
I think so.
I think so. Thought I was.
See, I might be too. I thought, did I write something down about that?
Wasn't that why we got some of the things?
Nadiri, you may be in the Hunters Guild. Yeah, it just seems weird that
Yeah,
you ran away from them.
Well, I didn't know it was the Hunters Guild.
They weren't.
just a
They
bunch of
weren't showing
wags
their
hanging
badges.
out.
They weren't. They weren't driving around in their Hunters Guild cars.
You guys wouldn't come close to them. You ran off as soon as they talked to you.
They
And I
weren't
got
in
no
their
time for
regulations.
getting into fights and shit when I'm at a couple hit points. Like,
That's the way it goes, man. That's what makes
We
games
want-
cool, that you're not always at
we-
maximum everything. Failure.
we don't
Look-
want any
create good
imperial
stories.
entanglements.
when an undercover Hunters Guilder is there, if you ask him if he's from the Hunters Guild, he has to tell you. That's the law.
That's the
Yeah.
that's Hunters Guild code. They have to. Here's my take on that whole situation. As we're sitting around a
Drinking
couple
beer?
mugs of ale, mugs of ale, is that if we had said, "Hey, okay," and we stood idly by, and they were after what's her name, and she's helped us out, then they're gonna want us to turn her over, and we wouldn't know, or they could have killed her outright. So instead of just dealing with any of that crap, we just circumvented it all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think running was the right call. I mean, I know I'm not here
course.
with you guys, but I'm just
No, you are,
from a
because they're at the
distance.
bar. They're hanging out at the bar after you've been talking and stuff.
I actually say that out loud. Yeah, so we're out there, and these assholes want to like talk to us, and they're looking for somebody, and we're like, "Look, man, we don't want any problems." And this guy keeps shooting his mouth off, and I'm like not feeling really well, which really aggravates the crap out of me even more. So we just go on our own business, and then of course they chase after us. I'm like, I don't want a confrontation, right? But these freaking, I don't even know who they were. Like there was this one guy and this guy. I don't know.
So I kind of tap. I forgot your name. I tap Habas on the shoulder and I say, maybe you need to switch to water.
Which is always an indicator to double up.
Yeah, exactly.
If your last name is Hobbs.
Bring on the strong shit.
I'm just going to sip my wine and look around.
Make a perception check.
Who?
The person who just said they were going to sip on their wine and look around.
Oh. That would be Anaria. Ooh.
I mean, every fool's guilty. I mean, come on. How ridiculous.
All right, settle down there, Ranger.
Success.
Yeah,
You're
I see
drawing
that.
attention.
So
They're
you
looking at
spot someone who looks guilty as they slip out the cursed axe. They certainly have no good intended.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab Habes's arm and squeeze it gently and say, who's the one that just slipped out the door there?
Hobbs didn't see him.
I don't know, man. Who knows? What do they look like? They look like a
Yeah.
Thule just left the bar.
Oh, it looked like somebody up to no good, man. Like you, maybe your talking made him nervous. We
Wow.
wanna check it out?
Made him nervous.
You don't want to check it out?
If I were to check out every guy that exited this bar, I'd never be around this place. I need some food for my dog.
I thought it was a wolf.
And drinks for my friends. Get him a wine.
You guys
Give
were
him a
so
double.
nice before. Now you just turn into a-holes. What the hell?
He's had too much grog. We
We've-
got to get him out
man.
of the place.
We've had a difficult time, okay?
Things are rough
Yeah.
here.
That's right. I'm gonna sidle over to the door and just peek out and see if I can see where this guy went.
I'm sure you got the authority, so you can come and arrest us.
I'm picturing it as nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Is there entertainment?
Not for humans.
Come on, guys. Come on. Don't leave. Come on. One more. Come on. We only been here for like 5 hours. Come on.
We're about to get bushwhacked, buddy.
Nadiri, Anaria, come on. One more. I get it. I get this
isn't
one.
perfect. This isn't perfect, but this is what we're going to use.
Okay.
Nothing ever is perfect, right?
Mhm. I mean, I'm not walking away. I'm just, I'm stepping out the door and looking.
This is fun. Fun in WIllem's Rest.
Is that today's episode? Fun in WIllem's Rest?
Yeah, one of the campaigns I make I name each session,
Oh, that's a good idea.
but I have not done that in any of the other games yet. So
We could give that additional responsibility to Aaron since he writes the recaps.
let's take a break. It's 11 o'clock.
Oh, I guess it is. All right, break time.
Alrighty.
Everybody break up.
I just got some breakfast, everybody, so I'm going to turn my mic off for a second while those guys are gone. Be right back.
All right. The bar? The bar is weird? The bar is weird? Kind of the day for that, isn't it?
All right. I don't know what PH Lives is. Sorry, I'm in chat now. Anyway, this is what I find interesting, Aaron. All the stuff that's happened into this campaign and going on and everything, this is what has annoyed Sean and Hobbs. All right?
Yeah. Well, as a member of the Hunters Guild, maybe he doesn't care to be called out by his fellow members. Feels he ought to have been better treated.
I don't know why you're hurt. I'm in chat now because I don't know what PH Lives is. Or PH Lives. Something P Hero, maybe. We were just... So I kind of have a map. I don't know if this will be the end-all, be-all map of the Cursed Axe. But...
Oh, it is.
You guys are there. You can put yourself anywhere you want. The place at this time, it seems like it's kind of late, is about 17% capacity. So there's only a few other people in here, not many, which maybe is why one person sneaking off through the door is what keyed Anaria into that.
So Mukai's at the bar.
Oh, he's laying at my feet, man. He's laying at my feet.
And Nadiri's in the kitchen.
Yeah, why is Nadiri in the kitchen?
You said I could be anywhere.
Stop being an idiot. If you can help it. Yeah, I don't want to be by Anari. I'd rather sit with the wolf. I don't know what's going on. Like, what the hell is this? Is this like a genie? I don't know. It's a genie lamp. Oh, it's a broom sitting against the table.
Feather duster.
That
was
like
my first thought.
A very, very big feather duster.
And
The res on this map is off.
yeah, it's terrible. I know. But this is what we're dealing with because it was a quickie. And I don't really know why there's a giant snake head here on the wall, but we'll say this is a cursed axe instead.
Yeah. That makes sense.
All right.
Snake heads.
You guys are actually at the bar,
That's
which
the,
surprises me.
That's like the drive-through thing. You go up to it and you put in your order through that head.
This is a low fantasy game.
Welcome to Cursed Axe. Can I take your order? Yeah, take a number 2 large.
That could just be magic, right?
No, it's low fantasy. So I don't do any of that crazy high-end magic shit. It's okay to do this other stuff like ley lines and shades in the woods and undead and skeletons and rot beetles, but
no drive-through chalk boxes.
That's correct.
That's where he draws the line. That's it.
Well, now we know.
Shouldn't have put a lizard mounted on a head or
I
on a
didn't.
wall.
I
So
did.
this is the door here. I'm
Yeah, there's a
taking it
couple doors
because there's a
over there.
pathway. That's a door.
All right, so hey, your wolf is labeled N Friends.
That's what his name used to be.
Yeah, I remember that. Hobbs N Friends. It was so funny.
Yeah, pretty funny.
You don't seem that impressed.
I'm as impressed now as I was then.
All right, so we're in the bar. We're sitting here. Hobbs is loudly talking about how upset he is,
That's correct.
and while I'm sipping wine and listening and looking around, I see somebody sidle off through this door.
One of the doors. Yeah, probably this door would make more sense over here just by the way you're looking, because otherwise your head would be turned. Or
Okay,
All
so
right,
what I was saying
sorry.
is that I'm gonna. I mean, I'm watching them, so I'm watching my buddies. I'm not getting, but I'm, move to the door and look out, kind of step half in, half out, see if I can see where that person seems to have gone.
they have slunk off into the night.
And it's
And
not somebody.
when he walks away, I sidle up next to Hobbs and I suggest that we call it an evening.
Boom, checka, bow, wow, bow, bow, boom, checka, wow, wow.
And perhaps
Bow.
he's had enough, and it's time to make sure we don't get ambushed.
It's always ambushes with you. Oh, you guys
I
aren't.
wanna-
Are you guys even?
I want to use my new class ability, Sixth Sense.
So Anaria's hanging out by the door still.
Well, if I can't see him, I don't know where he went. I'm not going to follow out after him.
Okay.
Not by myself.
There's probably
That's-
a few other people in here, but when I tried to add the townsfolk, they wouldn't add for some reason, which I don't know why that is. That is curiouser and curiouser.
Part of his ongoing technological struggles today.
Fun for today, yes.
Hey, did that person just move?
Who? Oh, they showed up. That one showed up.
Like right there, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
they showed up. That's what I've been dropping tokens, and none of them are showing up, but that one did.
Well,
Which I
that
don't
was
see
kind of
one.
weird because it looked like he turned when he showed up, and I'm like, oh, that guy's moving.
Weird.
I
I
thought
don't
you were
see one.
introducing some animation into this, which would be super awesome.
I'm not doing that. It's a pain in the ass as it is.
No,
Whoa,
this guy.
that guy's
He's
big.
huge. He's huge.
He's a good-looking guy.
All right. Well, if I can't tell where the guy went, then I'm gonna head back up to the bar. But I'm gonna keep watching around while Nadiri tries to convince Hobbs to
Barkeep, what's your name?
chill.
I think we've already decided what his name is, but
Did we?
I think so because we had some long talks. He's told you guys a few
Mhm.
stories now.
Oh.
There's been
Yeah, he
All
told us
right.
about the axe.
He told us about the axe, right?
But if that's any sign as to just how many sheets to the wind Hobbs is, that could be a problem.
Exactly.
I don't see.
What's the word, good man? What's going on around town? What's the latest?
What's the buzz? Tell me what's a happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's a happening.
Everybody after some fool decided to lop off a well-to-doer.
That's true.
Is that what I'm gathering?
Nobody likes a dead courtesan, especially the courtesan.
Somebody local?
And Crow's Keep, they do what they do up there with all the nobility and such.
Was she the favorite of somebody? I mean, like somebody with high rank, so to speak, that we would know of? That maybe is creating this?
Some lord or the other is all I've heard. Lord Periwinkle, I believe.
Ah, Lord Periwinkle.
Do we know Lord Periwinkle?
You guys can make a general lore check.
Ooh, those are exciting. Oh, I don't have general lore.
So I think it's an intelligence then.
All right.
Why is that roll twice? It's weird.
Because you're a cheater.
Cheater.
I've heard of Lord Periwinkle.
He seems to dress snazzy. He's quite fashionable.
Snazzy dress.
Likes to wear light blue.
That's right. His
Sounds
true
like an
name-
asshole.
His real name is Lord Perrin, but he's colloquially known as Lord Periwinkle, for that is his favorite color.
Oh, he's hoity-toity, is he?
Hey. So obviously Hobbs is not interested in going. He's like, I'm getting drunk and I don't get in town often. But when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. The door opens abruptly.
Oh, God, here we go.
What? This is what you've been waiting for. You've been hoping people would come
I
in.
stand up. I stand up and put my hands up like this.
I'm on a different
Oh,
window. I can't
never mind.
see how you're doing it.
Like this.
I didn't say anything.
Looks
Look,
like
it's
Gul'dan.
the Green Hood Patrol.
We don't want any trouble in
You have
here,
a sale?
gents.
They have a sale on those clothes, or what?
So once again, I'm going to try to convince Hobbs to settle on down.
So these guys come in. They're dressed in a chain or leather or bits and pieces of both. They seem to be, one guy seems to be, more in charge than the others.
He's the only one that can look the other way.
That's correct.
All right, so I'm just going to kind of grab Hobbs like we're having a great time, around the shoulders, and then we'll just start walking towards this door right here.
Hey, where are we going, man?
So these guys,
We're headed to another bar. Let's walking out.
All right.
Keep
bar
walking.
hopping.
so these guys definitely seem like they are came here to see you. And then one of them calls out, "Not so fast,
Good looking.
Nadician."
Are you Nadician?
I am half Nadician. So I just wave. I
can't
see
be
you
tough.
guys.
You guys
I
are
gotta
running
get
from
this-
these guys again?
We're not
After
running.
all
No,
of this?
again, these are the same guys. We don't know that.
We're casually walking out. Hobbs gonna get us in a fight. I'm trying to get him out of the building.
Well, they obviously want to talk to you.
Wait, if you want to
All right,
talk, no problem. No problem.
All right, so I just kind of keep Hobbs moving towards the door, and I give the old international signal for keep him moving to Anaria. I scratch Mukai behind the ears, and then I'll walk over and talk to these idiots in green.
So, Ilaria, you notice this other guy slink in. He's probably the dude who slanked off earlier.
I bet his name is
All right.
Slinky.
He's juggling some coins in his hand as he sidles up to the bar.
Jerk.
Hmm.
He's the first one
So-
I'm going to kill.
Is
All right,
Hobbs
well,
leaving?
If I was gently pushed out the door, I probably wouldn't put up a big fight against Nadiri. But I'd probably make my way out slowly, I guess.
I think most of these are windows, but we
Oh.
could say this is a door here. Maybe this
Well,
is
you
a door
pointed.
here.
You
These are
pointed at
doors
these.
here and here.
Well, this looks exactly the same.
No, the reason I say that is because of the path leading up to it.
Right.
Oh, okay. You're right. You're right.
Of course.
Okay, then
You
let's
might
say
want to say that again. It
let's.
seems like there should be a side door to sneak out, so we'll say this one is an outside door.
Which one? That one. Okay.
So you had
Yeah.
that's where you had walked us towards.
Yep.
So I just say to Nadiri, all right, buddy. I'll see you at the next bar then. Last one there gets first round.
That's the only bar in town, right?
Yeah, let's move
All
over
right.
here to this symbol, this map quickly. Are there any other bars in town? Let's see.
Look, all you need is like 100 people to have 4 bars in a town.
Only if you're
Any-
aim boy
anybody from Wisconsin knows that.
That's right.
or Illinois.
Or Illinois.
I figured if this was Wisconsin, then you can't have just one bar. That would be stupid.
All right.
You got to have some
Where,
competition.
where are you going to go if after you piss off everybody at that one?
That's right.
I thought exactly.
You got to have a place to cool down.
All right. So, Nadiri,
Plenty of
What's-
money to go around.
what's the plan with this guy? It's pretty obvious to you that you can. This guy seems like he feels like he's an official, and he does have like the Hunters Guild brooch holding his cloak or something.
Well, and did you look it up, Deary? Are you a member of the guild?
I am a member of the guild.
Give him the secret handshake, man.
Oh boy.
So I give him the secret handshake.
So what's going on? He's like, we heard that someone was in here complaining about the Hunters Guild, and maybe talking about having a Thule with them.
Well, you know, a lot of people in this town would say anything to get a handful of gold, my friend. You know that as well as I do.
So you're saying it isn't true? I saw some guy walk out with a wolf. Is he the guy who had some problems?
He ain't got no problems. He's feeling fine.
All right, so I guess you should maybe try a persuasion check with this guy.
Persuasion. Ooh.
Maybe
If you
maybe
have it, if
feeling
you
a little
don't,
too
make a
fine.
charisma check.
Success!
All right. So you settle it down, even though these other guys don't really seem like they are agreeing. They settle down. Well, I guess if you're out drinking, you should want to have a drink then and share your stories with us.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Have that drink, man. Have it.
So I'm assuming you guys like go around the corner and then take him upstairs through the outside egress into the rooms at the Cursed Axe.
That's what I'm thinking. That is actually exactly what I was thinking. Is I'm going to steer him to his room.
Okay. So this guy's name is Karsus.
Curses.
And you're hanging out with Karsus a little bit, and he talks about how he would prefer to be off hunting Big Beak. But
Hunting a what? What'd you say? Big Beak. Okay.
yeah, he would prefer to be hunting Big Beak. But right now that they were hired to by Lord Periwinkle to find this Thule assassin. Make an insight check.
Oh, I got insight, baby. I got insight to spare. Failure.
Would you like to use your reroll pool?
No, I don't think so.
Nice. Yeah, so he seems like he's just another guy doing a job, and they had thought that there was something going on here, and the guys had come here for confrontation, but all they found was a friendly Nadician hunter.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So,
Is there anything else?
while we're chit-chatting, I just want to see if I can very cleverly see if he'll tell me what evidence they have against the Thule. Or why they think it's a Thule, etc.
Doesn't really know anything about that. They were pretty much just hired, and the rest of it could be a hearsay for all he knows. You know how nobility is.
Oh, I do know. Who hired you? My friend? My
He already
new
said
lifelong
Lord
friend.
Periwinkle.
Okay. Very good, very good. All right, that's all I want to grill him for.
Do you want to, does Hobbs go to the room quietly?
Did somebody escort me, or did I just kind of
Anaria
wander?
Yeah,
did, yeah.
and Arya's walking,
Oh.
kind of walking you up and saying,
Yeah,
"No,
I don't fight. I don't fight Anaria. I just say, hey, you hear me? Like these guys. I don't know.
I know."
You understand where I'm coming from?
I do. I do.
That's
It's
I
Yeah,
love you,
it's-
Anaria. Thanks.
it's absolute crap, but you'll feel better about it in the morning.
Is Anaria
Yeah, I
Anaria returning
suppose.
to the bar, or is she retiring as well?
Well, I guess it depends on whether I can reliably get Hobbs down here.
Seems like he is.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Mukai
try
looks a little tipsy. Still in recuperation mode. Eyes swollen a little bit.
that. Yeah, if he seems to me like he's gonna go lay down, I'll go and rejoin the dairy. He and I are old friends anyway.
All righty then. So if I would have known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have had to do this map. Jesus.
Oh, you expected we were going to mix it up, huh?
Of course.
It's going to be a fight.
I have no.
You know,
I have no
but-
expectations.
I can't imagine why you would think it's like you think that we fight with everybody.
Show enough. All right.
I've
So,
turned for a new leaf, man.
is there anything Anaria wants to do when she there's some raised eyebrows? I'm assuming Nadiri introduces Anaria.
Sure.
And, so this guy is Karsus, and he does talk about a lot of missing hunters in the Drelnor forest, and he chalks most of it up to Scorn and Big Beak.
Big beak.
Is there anything Anaria wants to do? Do you know who Big Beak is, Hawk?
Yeah, it's that frickin' owl bear that we got killed by early on, right?
But Nadiri doesn't. So maybe as he's talking about that, maybe that's Anaria's going to ask him about Big Beak. What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's like a massive beast that was preying on the caravan routes, and the Hunters Guild had a thing out for it. You know, multiple groups have been lost to it.
I need to metagame for a minute. Is anybody in our group alive that was there in the Big Beak fight?
No.
Okay. All right. So we're not aware of all that. Okay.
That's
I
why
mean-
I asked.
You could be, if you want to, you could have heard the rumors or something like that, but
Right. But I kind of forgot about it. I was thinking there was somebody in our group that was in that group. And so,
nope.
so I would have known about Big Beak.
Nope. I like to bring things back once in a while, kind of
Yeah. No,
give some
I get that now.
verisimilitude to the king.
looking for credit here. Good word.
No,
Well done.
That's a joke to people who listen to Random Screed. I had a listener call in one time and didn't like the way I said it, and so there was a whole episode about me giving him crap about the right way to say it, because he was British and there's two different pronunciations. So
Yeah, it's verisimilitude.
all throughout it, I probably played the voice off of the voice off of Google, Sean, probably 30 times saying verisimilitude.
Aluminium.
Cinnamon. All right. that is why I said that.
Boot.
I wasn't looking
Callure.
I wasn't fishing for compliments. Anaria, anything else that you wanted to do with Karsus or any of his other men? The people, the bartender is actually more friendly with your band than he is these hunters. Anything else you guys want to do in this scene? Sorry,
we're always buying him drinks. Why wouldn't he be more friendly with us? So I'm gonna ask him.
Fantastic role playing. Go ahead, Aaron. Sorry.
Yeah. Sean's role playing.
He fell asleep. Little drool was going down.
That's it. Ask. So Karsus, I understand you say you'd rather be going after Big Beak. How you guys think you're far behind this Thule? Are you gonna keep chasing them, or are you gonna go back to what you'd prefer?
We're here for the duration. We're looking for him for the Thule, and one of my guys said he saw some hoodlums in the woods, not far from here, with the Thule we're looking for. So we're getting close.
Yeah, but surely they wouldn't be here in town, right?
Who knows? WIllem's Rest is probably the best outpost around. Sorry, Nadiri, were you going to say something?
Yeah, surely they wouldn't be stupid enough to come to town and then get drunk at a bar and start talking about it. That seems insane.
It makes no sense at all.
He kind of pauses.
Where do you think you'll find him?
He kind of pauses and glares across the bar. Oops, wrong button.
This guy?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it's just all falls under this curse of this axe. Who knows?
Who knows indeed? What do you know about the axe? Karsus, my good friend. Fellow Hunters Guild member.
Not much. We just know that that's the name of the tavern. We haven't been here that long.
Oh, I thought maybe you knew about the axe itself.
Doesn't seem to.
Okay, fine.
I'm suddenly getting a lot of audio artifacting. I'm going to drop off and come back on. See if I can get rid of it. I'm having trouble understanding you.
I don't know what audio artifacting is.
Just
he's hearing lots of extra crap.
Yeah.
Like maybe repeats and
is it the music?
Echoes. Is it the music? Did he turn Twitch on?
Is anything else you want to do with these dudes?
Nope. But I want to wait them out.
Ooh, you're drinking with them?
Yeah, but I'm not getting hammered.
How you gonna? You're just sipping as they wait around for you?
Yeah.
They don't seem like they're getting hammered either, and within an hour or two, they head off. Naria, is there anything else you wanted to do with this band of hunters?
What, if anything, did I miss there while I was...
Nothing.
I asked about the thing.
Nothing.
Okay.
I just said I wanted to wait them out. I don't want to leave until after they leave.
Makes sense.
Let's find a rumor that you guys could have picked up. This seems like a fun thing. I like having people do this sort of thing.
And also, once they leave, I kind of want to talk to the bartender about. He seemed like he preferred our company to these hunters, so I just want to see like what he kind of knows about the hunters, like if they're for real, if they're on the level, or if they're a bunch of.
They definitely seem like they are, but they don't tip well, and they stink, and they didn't get rooms here, and they kind of push their weight around, trying to make trouble in town.
Do they have any real authority?
As much authority as a score of heavily armed miscreants ever do.
So they're not working for the mayor or the governor or the...
Well, they have the sanction of the Hunters Guild behind them.
Burgermeister. Okay.
Meisterburger.
Burgermeister.
Meisterburger. Mr. Heat Miser. Mr. 100 and... Oh, no singing.
No singing.
And that's definitely copyrighted. And highly recognizable, too. Everybody knows that song.
All right, I think there was one. Is there anything else you guys wanted to do with this specific scene?
Is the dingleberry that we think narked on us still sitting there? That guy right there?
No, he left when they left, with a sidelong
right.
glance back.
Then there is nothing that I want to do. Except I want to burn this guy's face into my memory, so if I ever see him again,
All right.
I will recognize him. That's all.
All right, let's head off to bed.
I'm taking a note here. All right, so I think the only other thing we wanted to cover, maybe there's a small percentage. Well, I'm not even going to roll that. You guys are going to go off to bed. Next session, we are going to cover what Anaria found, because I think you had a good success, right?
Yes. What did I have a good success at?
In your own general info check when you were trying to find out information about the ley lines from Nadia, right? Nadia?
Yes.
Nadia Comaneci.
We'll cover that, plus another rumor around Willem's Rest. I was trying to find a good one, but I didn't like any of the ones.
So you're saying we'll do that next time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll find one that I like, and I'll pass that along. So, otherwise, I think it is 11:35. We've been hard at it for 3.23 hours.
Is that right?
It is. Let's move over, and let's do some advancements.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to start?
What page is that on? I like to look at the chart.
Yeah, as long as you don't rules check me, I don't mind. 110. So you guys almost got like 2 advances this session. It's pretty exciting. Sean, you look so excited. You want to start? D8? So what we're doing here is we're using the experience in a way that... So you get 1 new class ability. Is there a 3rd level class ability? Which could be a unique feature, maybe. No, I think unique feature has its own.
I think it is. Isn't 3rd level a unique feature?
No, I think you could also have a class ability, maybe.
No.
Ranger craft. Yeah, unique feature. Well, unique feature has its own thing. But why don't we just go ahead and do that? You can choose unique feature. Go ahead and look at the ones on page 15 and deeper in the book. And if you have some other questions, I have a whole nother batch of unique features in the companion. Aaron, do you
I think
want to
there's
roll
anything
D10?
on page 15.
D10?
Yep.
Magic users get a special roll.
Because they have
Woohoo!
spells.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm picking up on the rules, buddy.
Nice. See, we look at the rules sometimes. I'm in chat now. A deuce. Additional reroll pool die. So you can go ahead and take your... so right now you're 2nd level, right? So
Right.
you'll have 3 reroll would be your max.
Okay.
Hawk, D8.
Oh,
You also get your reroll pool, so you will have
I
3.
wanted something else.
Reroll pool is great. That's about
No,
it.
I know. I mean, it's always fun when we get different things.
Well, so we have some time now. Why don't we talk about unique features?
Mm-hmm.
So, as
Unique New York. Unique New York.
So when you get to 3rd level, you can devise a new ability, trait, or theme for your adventurer. Feel free to borrow from feats, class abilities, perks, and so on from other RPGs, modified to suit LFG. The advancement need not be limited to traditional class themes, allowing for a degree of multi-classing. The open nature requires some table discussion to keep things balanced and consistent. Consider these under constant play testing and subject to tweaking. there are some unique features that appear on page 43. Adaptable, so you can gain a fighter, one of the fighter fighting styles if you want. Alchemy, armor master, armor training, awakened host, which basically means you're awakening some mental powers by tapping into your corrupted bloodline. Ooh, Borderlands scout, so you're basically going to just get better at some skills. Combat medic, Dance of Dragons, Dauntless, Divine Blessing, so you're kind of cross-classing with Occultist, Elementalist, Fame or Infamy, Faustian Pact, you have a magical pact with an immortal non-being from beyond the veil. You may invoke an action or to invoke a spell of second level or lower cast at your level. Wow. So there's going to be a roll on that. Ferocious Rage, Cross-Class, Inspire Greatness, Iron Grit, Marksman. There's a whole bunch of shit here.
Yeah, there is.
So is there anything in here?
Signature weapon.
Is that what you're interested in?
Yes, sir.
Signature weapon. Oh, okay. So how's that going to work with your sharpshooter? Is it going to affect anything or?
Sharpshooter does crit if you make a successful perception check ahead of time.
Okay, yeah. So, but we're not going to allow, because that's like that won't count as exploding. It's just going to be the straight crit. So the first signature weapon means while using each, choose one weapon type. So like bows, I'm assuming.
Oh.
While using such, treat your damage dice as exploding. So like if your bow does a d6, if you roll a d6, it'll add if people who don't know what exploding is, which would surprise me if nobody does. But maybe Aaron doesn't, I don't know, or Hawk.
I know what it is.
Okay.
Isn't that if you roll max damage, you get to roll again?
And add it and keep doing it, yeah. So it's usually on a D. So if your damage was a D10 and you hit a 10, then it explodes. So you roll another D10 and add it, and then keep going if you keep rolling the 10. So that sounds, that's the first version of that. Next. Oh, you don't have to lose a luck point doing a major exploit, which is pretty cool. So basically you're going to automatically be able to do a major exploit if you take this unique feature again at 6th.
Oh, these are like the 3 levels of those. I see.
So that was pretty cool. We got to learn some stuff about WIllem's Rest. I always get excited about that sort of thing, honestly.
So as far as these unique abilities, do you think it's like, I'm not saying I'm going to take this, but if I were to take something like signature weapon, do you think like every time I get a unique ability, I should just go to 2nd level and go to the 3rd level on that?
If you want to, I don't think you have to. You could choose another feature at 6th level if you didn't want to take the next level in yours. And the one you chose at 3rd. There's some cool ones in the companion as well. And like if you wanted to pull something from another game, like just some other ability, or make something up, then we would just try and balance it in. I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to say that this one's probably okay, because obviously Steve probably did some sort of balancing with it, or just mentally decided that it fits in. Born Looter, City Rat, Chosen of the Night, Death Blow, Breach the Veil, Broken Resonance, Deeds Not Words, Divine Bargain, Enchanter, Gunslinger, Meant to Rule, Master of Faces, which we already know that Hawk's character is already a Master of Faces. Undisputed Master of Impersonation and Disguise, Knife Fighter, Monster Lore, Notorious, Oracle, Poisoner, Psi Metabolism, Psi Energy, Psionics, So lots of interesting things. Runesmith sounds cool. Seed of the Serpent Kings.
Where does it?
I gotta go walk my other dog.
All right, so
Where does it talk about weapons proficiency?
it's just what it's right in your character class.
Oh, so if it says, oh, okay. So gaining our weapons proficiency in one melee weapon or ranged weapon doesn't really mean anything.
Not for a barbarian, but it would for a wizard.
Okay, I gotcha. So that's something I should stay away. I thought maybe it was giving me a. I don't know. I thought like it was giving me a special something or other.
It would give some classes something special, but not necessarily.
But not a barbarian. I thought like maybe it was
not
a
if you
plus.
already know all the spell. Not if you already. What are your weapon proficiencies as a barbarian?
Okay.
Any except crossbows, so you could take a proficiency in crossbow.
Yeah. I don't have a ton of interest in that.
Alrighty. Is there any reason for us to continue as Hawk reads off unique features? Just wondering.
No, I don't think so.
All right, so why don't we talk about highs and lows from the session? Aaron, you got any?
Yeah, my low would just be being ambushed by a plant.
Plantian. All right.
And chastised during that event for relying on what is almost certainly my most powerful spell.
Yeah, really.
I don't know.
That is an awesome spell. It is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I don't think there's an equivalent to that in. I can't remember an equivalent to that in D&D. A first level spell that
you're forgetting
allows
sleep.
for that kind of attack.
You're ignoring sleep.
Are you saying that I look tired? What are you trying to tell me?
No, the spell sleep.
Yeah, but would sleep work on like that plant animal or beetles?
I don't know about that. Yeah, beetles probably would.
Would skeletons?
No.
Yeah, so
But
I don't know.
It can do more than just that range, so it's going to be able to affect, like, in this instance, maybe it wouldn't have been a greater spell, but when you were fighting a bunch of scorn and you were trying to do more than just a couple that were in a 15-foot radius out of you, then that would be more powerful. So. And
I guess in the bar, if we had decided to duke it out, we could have put everybody to sleep.
Suppose that's true.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of spells. 20 spells
at level 1, right? There's a bunch of. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I've got at least one.
You just like that one, and you get how it works, and so that's what you use.
Like it too. I love it.
Well, in that situation, I mean, the spells that I have, the only other one that would have been of utility would have been the Lash of Unerring Pain, and
but I mean, you chose those spells.
Right, but I mean, it is. I didn't think that was likely to do enough damage to get me out of the trouble I was in.
Yeah, probably not. Could it be something maybe like to help with a retreat or something like that?
Right. So I mean, just so that was the reason behind that. But yeah, that's getting stuck like that and having Hobbs get taken down. Him and Mukai. That was a little bit of a bummer. I think it was good gameplay, but it was a little bit of a bummer. I'm going to say my high for today is I think we've been doing a little bit more role playing this round, and I'm kind of enjoying that.
Yeah, I didn't think this group would be much on role play, but Hawk was even getting into it there, interacting with the NPCs. So that's pretty awesome. Hawk, you got any highs and lows?
I think the high was definitely that Hobbs and Mukai didn't die. I kind of thought they were going to die. I thought it was all over. And they came, and that's the second time that's happened, right? Where we thought for sure, because it seems like that happened to Hobbs before, or maybe his hit points were just so low.
Oh, against the ogre, right?
Oh,
Right.
yeah, right. Like, I thought they were going to get killed, and they didn't. So that was, to me, that was the high. And the
Good
low
high.
was getting side flanked by a whole pile of monsters.
Well, they didn't surprise you, but it was an interesting scene with a lot of different stuff happening in pretty tight
Yeah.
corners.
It was tough moving around in that. Unfortunately, that stupid plant monster. I didn't even get to set it on fire.
Yeah, we go back down in there. We're gonna have to set the whole space on fire before we go through.
Damn right.
Well, you were employed to go back down there.
Right.
And requested to do so. But as always, it's up to you. It does seem like there's a lot of things pointing towards unrest in Crow's Keep, which is interesting. And we're finding out a bunch of lore and stuff that you wouldn't normally. And going through encounters without actual combat is always interesting. Like, I just had a session with no combat on Thursday, and people seem to really enjoy that. It's fun to do some role playing because endless combat gets grindy, so it's not always going to give you that feel of excitement or, get you jazzed up all the time if that's all you're ever doing. So I like it to have a good mix for sure.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Anybody else have anything they want to add?
Yeah, I just want to ask. So, because I didn't think of this while we were talking about the other stuff, with the long rest, my DDM, which was up to 6.
Yeah, it resets.
2-1 or
Yep.
2. All right.
Oh, did that get activated?
No, I was pretty lucky, but
Oh, but the long rest resets it.
Yep.
right.
Oh, I
But
gotcha.
you do know that activity, at least in that cellar area, maybe not when you go down those stairs though. And the activity in that cellar area is like adding a +1 to your DDM. What spells did you take now? What's your repertoire consist of?
So obviously the lash and thunderous invocation. I got myself some fusing of the flesh, which with this group seems like it might come in handy. And I added lucent emanation so that we can light things up if we need to. Kind of read up on that, given the idea that we're going underground. And the one that I already had, but I haven't had a chance to use yet, is Shenog's Blessing, which causes a creature to just be consumed by manic laughter, rendering it helpless. So I've been kind of watching for an opportunity to use that, but it hasn't presented itself yet.
I'm pretty sure Hawk cast Shenog's.
What?
I think Hawk cast that spell on us earlier with the hypotenuse joke.
Fortunately, we were able to roll saves against it because, we want to still have some pride.
I don't know about any of that. Anyhow, I think we're going to go put up a tree since yesterday I tried to clean up. I don't know if you guys remember this, but a couple months ago, I had a game, but it got canceled because our tree, when that Arroyo or whatever that wind was came through, it knocked one of our trees onto our neighbor's fence. Not the whole tree, but just a portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of messed up their fence, and we had to clean that all up. Well, there was the rest of the tree was still there, and so yesterday I went to cut it down and dropped it on the fence again.
Sweet. Nice.
So I've been cutting down trees since before I graduated high school. So we're talking mid to late 80s. So, and I've cut down hundreds of trees, and I've never, ever dropped one on anything, ever, out of any of the times. And I mean, I've dropped some big ass trees in like 2-foot areas without hitting anything. And this is the first time, and it happens to be the same neighbor that we had already dropped this tree on their fence.
Had they fixed the fence yet?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, that makes it even better.
Yeah.
It was a different spot too, so it kind of wrecked a different spot. So, yeah, it was
persona non grata there, huh?
It was a sad day. I mean, it was Heidi and I. The first time we talked about taking it down, I was like, I probably better get someone over here to pull on a rope, or we'll bring a car around to pull on it, because it's leaning a little bit. But yesterday in the middle of it, I was like, we'll be all right. And I climbed up there and tied a rope and gave it to Heidi. She's never done any of this before. When you actually like take a tree down, a tree is heavy as hell, and it's hard to pull them to do anything. You have to chop a pretty good. I mean, I took a big old notch that was way over half of the trunk, and I mean, it's only this big around. It's not. You guys can't see me unless you're looking at Twitch, but it's not like it was a massive or just like a twig or anything. It was, maybe 8 to 12 inches in diameter. So, I'm like, just hold it, I like, don't wrap the rope around your hand, because if it falls, it will, cut your hand or do some serious damage. Just hold on to it, put it behind your back and hold it with the other so you can use your whole body. But when I say pull, don't stop. So I was like, all right, chop the notch, and then I'm cutting the other side, and I maybe have an inch, and that's all that's left of this tree. And I was like, all right, when I stop, pull the trunk, when I start up again, just keep pulling and don't stop until the tree comes down. So I'm sawing, and then I can hear it crack once, and I look over, and she's like trying to say something, she's like obviously not pulling anymore, because she's like, it wouldn't do anything. So she's like, why am I pulling? I'm like, no, pull. And then I hear it crack, right on top of their fence. So that was yesterday. So today I think we're gonna actually
fix the fence
tree up, maybe.
Oh
no, they're gonna fix their own fence. She went over there and talked to the neighbors, and I think she got pretty upset, so they were pretty nice about it. So if your tree falls,
nobody does that on purpose.
If your tree falls on your neighbor's fence during a storm, it's the neighbor's fault. But if your tree falls on someone's fence while you're cutting it down, it's your fault.
Really? If your tree falls on the neighbor's fence during a storm, it's their fault?
Yeah, it's their insurance responsibility. Yep.
Oh, I see.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
We've got I've got a rental house. It's actually the house that we lived in Rockford before we moved down here. Wasn't able to sell it back then. And there are these big old Chinese elm trees growing on the property line. And the guy next door, who owns the rental house next door, a limb fell off of one of them, and and hit the gutter on the side of the garage. And he's talking to me and trying to tell me, well, you ought to pay for half to take down one of those trees, or maybe you ought to pay to fix this, and so on. And I mean, they're literally right on the property line. It's like, no. If you'd like, they don't bother me. If you'd like to cut them down, and they're like 30 feet tall. Mm-hmm. If you'd like to cut them down, you go ahead. It's the same sort of thing, where it's just like, no.
I could probably take care of that for you.
Yeah, you've really inspired confidence in me with the stories you're telling here. Well, let me give it some thought, though. I sure hate to waste your time on it.
All right, screw Sean. He's taking too long. I'm going to cue the music, and we'll be right back at it next week. Same time, same channel. Tuesday night will be, I added something else. Sorry. Tuesday night will be White Sands, and Thursday night will be the North March, and then we'll be back with this motley crew. This guy over here, this guy up there. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe, party on. Cue the music.
It's a beautiful day in the Gamerhood, a beautiful day for my gamers. Would you be one? Could you be one? Sound about plunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding great robbers. Would you be one? Could you be one? If the 80% mortality rate works for you, for a few bucks a month you can sign up and have the Hobbs kill you. So let's make the most of another Sunday. Brew up some coffee and play it my way. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my gamers? Won't you please, won't you be my gamers?